Hi, everybody.
And you're
Hey,
unmuted.
Dr. Nick. Wait,
That's
you're
the
not-
5-minute mark. What do you mean?
Hey.
Hi, everybody.
There's one piece. Hi, everyone. Discord Fuki Tech. There's everyone else. And me, because I'm lazy. How's it all going?
Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Welcome to chat,
Hey, Ben.
Sarah.
Hi,
Ben.
everyone.
Oh, hey, everyone.
Hi,
Ben's
Ben.
in chat. So, yeah. Welcome to this again. What,
This.
Yep. This is it, the apocalypse.
I bet you're wondering how we got here. Record scratch.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to hop us over to here. Okay.
Hey, lurkers.
So, yeah. It's been a while, so would everyone like to sort of reintroduce their characters? We'll start with the order you've got. I've got you on screen, so we'll start with Nick.
Sorry, I was chugging drink.
Hey, I'm Red. I'm a druid. And most importantly, I'm a family man. I look after the people who look after me. And the most important thing of all is to not remember the horrors, to push them down, to never go to therapy. Never deal with them again until they make you so angry you lash out and punch a wall.
That's Red.
Yep. Anyway,
Also, the
here's
power
Drywall.
of family.
I'm making it canonically. That's why he's got one level in Barbarian, is because he's never going to therapy because he doesn't believe
Emotional repression.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and who are you playing, Blue?
I'm playing Ortho, the Pranc of the Archfey Hobgoblin Warlock. He's a silly little guy who likes jokes and fun things. And he has a little sprite familiar named Cranberry.
We do love Cranberry. We also love Ortho, but we also do love Cranberry.
Yep. Don't
Nick,
steal
at least one of
Cranberry.
your characters tried to sacrifice Ortho to an angry ghost.
I mean, the characters don't necessarily like Ortho,
I know,
but
I know.
I, the player, do.
I know.
To be fair, I'm not entirely sure Winter likes anyone. But yep.
I think Winter likes one person. I think that's it.
You know, valid. Okay, and Ben, who are you playing?
Hi, I'm playing Rush, my non-dwarven member of the dwarven Hielemon family. They are a Earth Genasi sorcerer, wild magic sorcerer, though have seldom actually used any magic so far this quest. Eventually, it'll happen.
Eventually.
Yeah, they're angsty and angry at the world and very emo, the youngest of the Hielemons. But they're out and about, you know, seeing the world, you know.
Yep, youngest child syndrome, got that wanderlust. Okay, and Enfys, who are you playing?
Somebody whose character sheet I should remember to have open.
Enfys is playing Imp, definitely.
No. Today it is. Hold up.
Hold up.
I have made
Black.
error somewhere. Okay, small problem, but fixable at the very least.
What happened?
My name is Twak, and if you annoy me, I'm gonna thwack you. That's why I got named it. I'm a wizard. I'm good at the sparking shite. And everyone I'm surrounded by doesn't understand basic decorum or how to, I don't know, achieve objectives in a tidy and sensible manner. But it's fine. I'll do it myself.
Yep. I mean, it's hard for them to deny they're surrounded by fools when they've got a literal fool right there.
I have
Anyways,
no idea what you're talking about. I am nothing but professional.
as
A
the voice in
professional
the-
fool.
As the voice in
Exactly.
your head, I disagree. Anyway, who would like to give us a recap? Because, you know, this might well be the last session of the quest, and there's quite a bit that happened. If you recap, you of course get inspiration.
Well, it's been a while, so from what I can remember, we were in a library. Not the library, of course. There was a lever. People were trying and failing to figure out what it did, so my sprite was being a little shit-ass and decided to pull the lever. Triggered a trap. It was causing some bookcases to fly in and out of the room rapidly via a tram system. Somebody almost got hit by a track. Guinness almost went into a pod and got sucked into another room. I think Red grappled them out of it.
Yep.
And that happened. I don't know if it was this session or the last one, but there was an alchemy shed or surrounded by vines, and there were some vines that were angry. And we eventually found the secret to opening the big door, which was just clean it to get into the clean room.
Yep. Just follow the proper cleaning protocol because someone was very irritated at someone who wasn't cleaning.
Apparently, all this time, nobody worked out how to do the cleaning properly. It's literally been, what, decades? Centuries?
Yeah. God, what does that say about Merifir's like a house? It's got to be a wreck.
Well, all these fucking wizards in here can't, like, do basic cleaning. It wasn't, like, some advanced cleaning process. It was just get the cleaning stuff, clean the door.
Yeah, and then Ben was like,
you ever seen a student digs?
Yeah, but they're not all students. Some of these are teachers, right? Stay at this place.
Yeah, and then we're now in the clean room.
Yep.
And we're gonna find some sauce for a snack to open a big door in the basement or something.
Yep. It looks like your only way in is to create a sandwich to entice whoever's in the secure lab to open the door. So yeah, I can't remember if I read it out last session, but I'll read it out again.
That was so long ago.
About a month at least.
Before you is an almost completely empty room. To your left are a set of clothes hooks with torn full-body suits hanging from them. In front of you is a great window with a door not unlike a greenhouse, beyond which is another window and the door out. So yeah, there's nothing intelligent that seems to be in the room, so you can explore it as you wish.
And I'll walk up to Twak, say, "Hey, little guy, you're the smart one, right? Seems like some wizards."
Oh, you
or something
call it little guy?
As they tower over the kobold. Yeah, it seems some wizards left some notes
Goblin.
over here. Yeah, goblin. Sorry. Force of habit, usually a kobold.
Ortho's got a whole 3 letters over you. HOB.
And I'll just go stare at this desk and see what I can make of it. What the papers on it.
Okay, the desk. Okay, so the desk is just full of miscellaneous papers. There's a note that's just labelled clean room protocol, and it's just a small checklist of things that need to be done. It looks like it hasn't been sort of filled in for a long time, and mostly pertains to replacing cleaning solutions. There's also a note about checking clean suits. And on the chair next to the desk, you notice a small vial.
I inspect the vial. What does it look like?
Okay. So if you pick the vial up and look at it, you see it's got it seems to contain a sort of an oil It's got a sort of a cloudy greyness to it, and it's quickly sort of evaporating. And basically, when water hits that sort of point where it's in a test tube and it just sort of evaporates and then condenses again. It's basically doing that constantly. If you'd like to, go on.
I was gonna say, would I have any idea what this is? Can I make some kind of check to identify it?
Absolutely. If anyone wants to make an Arcana check, you can. Or, of
Green
course, you could cast
green
Identify. Oh, yeah, and drinking is
could.
also an option.
This is true. I don't have Identify, but I do have proficiency in Arcana, +3. So let's find out if I can figure out what this is. Can my sprite help me? Because they are a little magical shit-ass.
Does your sprite have proficiency in Arcana?
Probably not. But, thought it was worth asking.
You know who does have proficiency in Arcana?
Yeah.
The wizard.
I did ask the wizard if they wanted to take a look.
Yeah, I'd have taken a look. You were doing stuff, and I didn't want to interrupt.
That's fair. So,
Okay.
you want to roll
Yep.
with advantage in Twak?
Sure.
Yep, so Whack and
So,
Ortho are going to take a look at this vial.
yes. Alrighty then. Okay, that's a natural 17, which means the number is going to be 20 plus.
Yep, no ambiguity there. This oil of ether illness.
Yeah, 23. Interesting.
It slip you into plane very close to material plane. Like a ghost.
You mean like the Feywild?
Oh, hey.
No.
Yeah, Feywild.
No.
I
Closer.
slipped into there once when I was running from a wolf.
Oh? What happened? Why were you
Not
running from
much.
a wolf?
Well, because it was chasing me.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Just because he's a druid doesn't mean all animals like him. In
Well,
fact,
no, I
most of them
figured,
don't,
but
to be
like
honest.
him less actually, if they could understand what you're saying.
Flash cut
Well,
to
you know,
Tassel arguing with a squirrel.
Well, no, I figured, the wolf didn't like you, but there might have been like a situation that resulted in the wolf chasing you. Maybe it was hungry, maybe you insulted it or something. I don't know. I don't know how druids work.
Probably the
Yeah,
same
it was
thing.
probably hungry. It was caught picking at the edges of a battlefield, but I ran in the forest and had a whimsical adventure for ages 12 and up. It was wonderful.
Sounds delightful.
What ages was centuries old.
Hey.
All right. I guess I'll pocket the oil of etherealness.
Alrighty.
I mean, this could be useful.
Is this a bookshelf up at the north side of the room?
Nope, that's the aforementioned sort of clothes rack with sort of full body suits hanging from it. If you want to take a closer look.
Yeah. What do they look like? What are they? They like janitor suits? Are we talking hazmat kind of suits or?
Yeah, now that's a very good question. Could you roll me an investigation check, please?
All right. +1 to
This looks like clothes. What are you talking about?
11.
Okay, so they mostly look sort of torn up, and you're not entirely certain, but they look like some sort of protective gear. They don't seem to be armoured or anything, and, you think if you were trying to wear it as armour, like, any sort of sword damage or anything would probably ruin them. But they look sort of like they're, like, in the sort of, the inhabited levels, you did see, wizards sort of wearing, like, protective gear, like, lab coats and the like, and this seems to be a similar sort of thing, albeit full body coverage. But yeah, most of them seem pretty torn.
Does anyone
I don't
know
get
what
it.
this
Why don't we just
room
open the
actually
door?
is?
Well, Red, seems like there's a list of stuff over here we gotta do. Figure that might be worth paying attention to.
Oh, more fucking jaws. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I don't know much about wizards, but they all seem about like order and knowledge and stuff. But Why would they have a potion of etherealness here? Seems kind
In
of random.
case they need to vanish into ethereal plane. Clearly.
Are these
What a
doors?
stupid question.
What was that? Sorry.
Is
Twak?
this a wall and these are doors, or?
Yeah, these are 2 large doors. This is just a glass wall.
And this is an empty space in the middle here.
Yep, completely empty. Like it's clearly some sort of like it's it's clearly sort of a space, like it's there for something, but nothing immediately sort of springs to mind.
It's just
Alright.
glass. Why don't we break it?
I got an idea.
Because
I'll
you
do that
might
for. I'll do that
die.
for Red.
All right.
Are any of the suits wearable?
Roll me an investigation check, please.
I will roll you an investigation check. 16.
Okay, that's good. Yep, you're able to find a couple of intact suits. Wait, let me check my notes.
Oh, you found some. See, I was thinking we could just like, if we put enough of the broken ones on, it might equal like enough coverage.
Yeah,
You
you can basically
you
find.
didn't go to much school, did you?
Well, not this kind of school. And this place seems pretty weird anyway, right?
You went to the only school that matters. I get you. The school of life.
No, I went to a cloister.
Isn't that
What?
I mean, some kind of clan, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit like a clan, yeah.
I said clam, but all right.
Yeah, you can have inspiration because that was quite good. Both of you.
Thank
cool.
you.
Wait, who?
Us two, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll give inspiration to the sprite then, since I did an AAR.
Does anyone not have inspiration? Because I have.
Yep. I never have inspiration.
Alright, Enfys, you have my inspiration.
Hooray,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Can I read the clean room protocol?
Yeah. Before that, Twak, you basically find enough intact suits to for all 4 of you. And I'll just tell you outright, while you're wearing these, you have resistance to acid and poison damage. But if you take any slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing damage while wearing them, they get torn and become useless.
Ooh.
Resistance to acid and what, sorry?
Poison, sorry.
And poison.
It's sort of like it's like a full body sort of suit with a hood and a sort of a mask that pulls up.
Cool.
I'll make sure everybody has one, and I order them to put them on.
Oh no,
With
it's filling
this.
up with mud.
That is a you problem. Try not
Yeah.
to drown. It would be inconvenient.
It's alright, I can't
Right.
drown in my own mud. I've tried.
Yeah. Like
I put
there's
one
sort
on.
of there's sort of like a constant trickle over the mask in Russia's suit.
Put one on, and the moment I do, it immediately turns into something silly. Bree, what does it look like now?
Okay, is this just a power you've got?
No, it's just something that I've been rolling with as my patron makes everything I have look silly. Like
Okay.
the Luckstone now looks like a pet rock.
Okay, in that case, it's sort of like, you know, like those sort of plague doctor outfits. It basically looks like
Yeah.
a sort of a jester cut of that. So like the
How do I
beak,
look?
the beak's like a pelican beak, and there's like a jester hat on top, and it's all very bright colours.
With your eyes, usually.
Alright. What is this place then? How's the notes?
Okay,
Yeah, there's
so,
some notes for like protocol or something. So
so the notes are basically just general maintenance notes. There's nothing specific on, you know, it's just a list of tasks that don't mean too much to you. Could you just give me let's just say investigation, try and work out what they mean.
Who's rolling investigation?
Who hasn't
I've only
rolled
got
anything
+1
yet?
to it. So
I got +3.
somebody who has better.
I got +3 investigation.
Yeah, someone who
That
hasn't
helps.
rolled anything yet.
Oh,
You don't want it to
Well,
be red.
technically haven't. Thwack, you helping?
Can red even breathe?
I mean, can I help? I have rolled twice already.
But you haven't. You can still help. I haven't rolled.
In AD&D
It's
rules, they
possible he
could.
can't.
Yeah.
Okay, have it at advantage, I guess.
Wow, that is a 12 with advantage.
Okay, for a 12, you sort of get a vague idea. You don't really sort of learn much about how to do it, but what you do glean from it is the last time this maintenance was carried out was a very long time ago. Like centuries, perhaps even millennia.
Yeah, what I'm getting here is these wizards ain't exactly up on maintenance and cleaning. I mean, for a clean room, this place looks kind of dusty after all, but I don't know what to make of this.
Okay. And if anyone who wants to can make me a just a raw intelligence check.
Let me do it.
Go for it.
I want to see this.
Do it. Do it.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that is a 16. I have -3 to intelligence.
That's a good roll. That's
Okay.
almost as good as what I rolled.
Okay, so Red, one of the most important things about family is chores. The proper, and of course, when you explain chores to a young child, you need to teach them about cleaning chemicals. And the two most important things about cleaning chemicals are, one, do not mix them, and two, if they're left like in a cupboard for a very long time, they tend to sort of degenerate and become a bit dangerous. It kind of occurs to you, since this clean room hasn't been maintained in a very long time, it's entirely possible that whatever system's in here might not be particularly safe to be caught in.
I reckon it probably smells pretty bad in there. The kind of smell that'll sting your nose and make you run whimpering with your tail between your legs, if you understand me. Or kill you.
All right. Question. Can we see like all the way to the other side of the room? What does this look like? Is this just a door? Are there like buttons over there?
Okay, so the wall and the doors are literally just sort of made of some sort of toughened glass, and it's all just completely clear. And you can just see on the other side there's just a plain door, similar to the one you just entered through.
All right.
I say we hold our breath, break the glass, go to the other side, open the door.
Wait, why do we need to break the glass? There's doors.
Yeah.
I don't trust doors.
Can I just open the door while Red is explaining his distrust of doors?
I quickly hold my
Absolutely.
breath as you open the door.
Yeah, absolutely.
I dismiss Cranberry and resummon her on this side of the room.
Okay, and as you're doing that, Whack opens
That's
the
a long
door.
way.
So Whack, the doors slide open cleanly. There's a slight hiss from the doors themselves. As you just sort of nudge them open, they just sort of automatically go, and nothing really happens.
Okay.
See? Nothing. The door is fine. It's just door. Would you like to go open other door? Face your fears.
Red, you don't need to break the glass. Only in case of emergency do you break the glass.
Okay.
Red, if
Red.
something happens in this room, and like a monster shows up or something, that doesn't mean you need to break the doors.
Okay, so Red, as you approach these doors, a sort of a sigil starts flowing. Do you happen to speak Draconic?
Oh, no.
Let me check languages. I don't think I speak Draconic.
From memory, none of us speak Draconic. It was one of the ones that has tripped us up a few times in this
Yeah,
dungeon.
no, I don't. I don't
Yeah.
speak Draconic.
Okay, so you have no idea what this says, but it looks like it's at least a full sentence or so. But it's just sort of appeared. It's appeared on the door and it's glowing, but the door is right there. What would you like to do?
Should we go back and see if any of those nerds downstairs can read Draconic?
I'm opening the door.
I mean, yeah, we can find like,
Yes.
Okay.
I don't speak Draconic. I'm opening it.
Okay.
Wait. It's a clean room. We should close these doors and then open that one.
Okay, so Red.
Like an airlock, you know?
You try to open the door.
would you
but
know
they,
what an airlock is?
But they appear to be locked.
Twak, get in here.
I'm going to go round and try and break the glass.
No! Wait! Twak,
The door's
then
not
we'll
opening, and I'm
close these doors
still
and you
holding
can try
my
and open
breath
that
for
door.
as long as I can.
Twak is very amused and is not going to enter the room until Red calms down.
Okay, so the signal's still there and glowing.
Yep.
Did the signal appear as soon as we opened these doors, or just when Red approached those doors?
It appeared as Red got closer.
I crack at one of the glass panes with a greatsword.
Roll me an attack roll, please.
The sprite is just looking at you, very amused.
22.
You hit the pane and it makes a very slight chip. Like, this is glass, but it's very, very strong glass.
Red, this is like some sort of sensitive lab situation. We don't just go smashing shit, alright?
But do roll damage.
Do it again. Okay. That is 11 slashing damage.
Okay. Noted. It's still just a very slight scratch, but it's something.
Hey, Red.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you're all about like family, right?
Mm.
And this place is like a big family of wizards, and you wouldn't go into somebody else's house and start messing with their family stuff like this, would you?
Oh, shit.
So, you make a good point. He's going to take a deep breath and he says,
You're right. I need to just calm down. Focus on what I do best.
Oh no.
I'm gonna use one use of wild shape. Summon my ember spirit. My spirit, my little stoat, I want to say.
Little fire stoat, yeah.
My little fire stoat. I'm going to use fiery teleportation. And boop. And sorry, Ortho, you're coming with.
Okay. So
Because you're either coming with or you're taking fire damage. Those are the two choices.
okay.
Well,
I'll tell you what you see immediately. So whereas the sigil on the from the other side of the door was red, you can see another sigil, and it's green. You obviously it's still in Draconic, so you don't know what it says, but you can tell it was different. It's different to the other one.
Interesting.
I send Ember back with another fiery teleportation, and then in 6 seconds bring the other two over.
Okay. In that case, the entire party's on the other side of the room. Well done.
Rush,
Well,
as
that
soon as Twak had gotten through that door, Rush closed it behind him. Then.
Yeah, as Red I'd obviously calmed down and was talking about, I just need to calm down and what have you. Twak had entered, and I was going to say I was going to close the door as well, but I was waiting for opportunity.
Okay. After a moment or two, you hear a loud beeping noise. And a voice just states out first in Draconic, which you can't understand, but then in Common. Begin opening sequence, sanitization in effect, and exactly what you suspected would happen happens, and the entire room starts getting sprayed down with very toxic-looking cleaning solution and filling with fumes.
The middle room or the part we're in?
The middle part.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, well done. You bypassed the trap.
Nice.
Red, that was apparently quite a clever move, but you should really ask consent before teleporting people, mate. We didn't know what was going on there.
Hey, Red, that was a pretty good trick.
Fucking hell,
Thanks.
Ember got big.
Ember can do this like all the time, really.
Nice.
Yeah, Ember is technically small, so probably about that size.
I mean, Cranberry can kind of do it, but only when I want him to. But they can't bring anyone with them, which,
So what's over here then?
Basically nothing but the door. There's some more sort of closed pegs with decontamination suits on them, but that's
Can I
it.
open the door?
Yep, you certainly can. It opens.
I enter the door?
Yep. And
is
let me
there,
just
before we
find-
leave this,
Go on.
is there anything of note in this side of the room?
It's just empty, isn't it?
Yeah, there's some more closed pegs, and a couple more clean suits, but nothing really like some of them are like there's fewer and some of them are more intact, but that's about it.
Got it. Well, I follow. I guess I follow.
At this point, the little window on the face of Rush's suit is literally just completely just mud, and you can just see two beady eyes poking through.
Okay. Oh yeah, just check. You're going to keep those suits on.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I know, I'll put the
Absolutely.
suit on.
Mine looks positively silly.
If anything, it's stopping me from leaving a mud trail everywhere, so...
That's fair. So yeah, you enter the next room. This room is cold and dusty, and clearly hasn't been used in some time. Benches lie silent, but as soon as you enter, gas lights ignite with a hiss and a puff. The room begins to hum as the tools on the benches start to awaken. This is going to be theatre of the mind. Everyone please roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
Initiative?
No. Huh.
This 1d20 has rolled nothing but 19, 18, and 19 for me, so this is going great.
Okay.
Red.
where is
What is your
my
initiative modifier? +2, so that puts me at 21.
Nice.
Okay, my luck is all over the place. Where am I? There I am.
Oh, I forgot we got Guinness with us as well.
I'm going to be right at the bottom.
What's Guinness's initiative?
Oh, I'll roll for Guinness.
That's right. I do roll for Cranberry.
Guinness has a negative modifier, right? Minus...
Yeah, he has very bad. Sorry, they have very bad dexterity. That is an 8 for Guinness. So yeah, they're pretty much the only one going after initiative count 10.
Okay.
Right. So has everyone rolled their initiative?
Yep.
Alrighty.
I rolled Cranberries, and their position didn't even change.
So yep, the tools on the workshop have whirred to life, and they're just sort of swinging all over the place.
Why'd we need to go through that clean room to get into a place like this?
I don't know. You never know what's being done up here.
Weird. I don't know why I'm surprised this whole place is fucking weird.
Wizards are weird.
This is true.
Looks
And
at
to be
Twak.
Oh yeah, by the way, anyone who doesn't have inspiration can have inspiration for their previous roll.
Yay!
Because that was fantastic.
Yay!
Blue, are you responsible for these scrolls?
Yes. I did it last session. I was slowly adding one squirrel every few minutes.
Oh, are they all in the fog?
Yep, they're in
Yeah.
the fog.
Like, anyone on stream can just about see them.
Yeah, they're completely surrounding the labs in the fog.
Oh, yeah.
Terrifying.
Nice.
Anyway, so yep, Red, you're up first. You can see these tools are whirring to life. And if you want to get inside this lab, you're either going to have to do something about them, or you're going to have to destroy them.
Everyone be careful. I think these things mean business. I'll distract them. Find a way to shut it down.
I'm gonna run forwards to the nearest one, sort of position myself between the rest of the party essentially and them, so that Red is like the primary target.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay, sounds good. Is Ember doing anything?
Ember is going to... I'm gonna tell Ember to hold on until someone needs her. So I'm gonna tell the rest of the body, hey, if you need to jump anywhere, just shout biscuits. All right, and stand next to Ember. And yeah, tell Ember to ready the fiery teleportation action.
Okay, sounds good. Nothing happens at initiative count 20. We go on to Rush.
Okay, so Rush is going to, as a bonus action, cast Blade Ward.
Very wise.
Wait, Rush, you can cast spells?
Well, this is a Genasi thing, mate. Yeah, I can do that.
All right, that's fair.
That one easy. Yeah. So like, yeah.
Well, this
Just cast that, and then we'll step into the room and have a really good look around to see if they can see any controls or anything like that.
Okay, first order of business. Rush, I believe, is a wild magic sorcerer. Is that right?
Yep, but Blade Ward is a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay.
Triggers unleveled spells.
Okay, fair enough then. So what are you looking for?
Like a control, something like buttons or levers or anything like that.
Okay, good. Could you make me an investigation check then, please?
All right. Good. I'll use my inspiration. Let's reroll. Ah!
Oh no.
Unlucky. So yep, you're reasonably certain a lab like this would probably have some sort of emergency shutdown. You have no idea where it might be. It does occur to you that destroying the individual tools might also work. Anything else?
How many tools do I count, like, moving?
You count 6 of them.
Oh, okay. That's not as bad as I was imagining. Look, we can destroy them, or we can find a way to shut them down. But yeah, we should probably try and find some sort of controls anyway, even just to get out of this place, you know.
What a lovely room of death.
Ain't they all, right?
Ain't they all? Is that your turn, Rush?
Yeah.
Okay, Ortho.
I look around the room, see if I can see anything that looks like an off switch, emergency shut off, or whatever. Anything useful for the current situation.
Okay, sounds like an investigation check, please.
Yeah, it do. That is a 13.
Okay, a 13. You cast your eyes around and you see a desk at the other end of the room. It's about 40 feet away, covered in papers, and it just feels like a good place to start.
All right. So, did that use my action, the investigation?
It did.
So I can't just go over there with the dodge action active. So I will send Cranberry there on her turn.
Okay. Yep. So, Cranberry's turn. If that's
Because
okay.
remember, if our suits take slashing or piercing damage, they're useless.
Yep. That's why I asked
Right,
if
we
you
got
wanted to
through the
remove them.
poison bit anyway, didn't we?
Oh yeah, there's definitely not going to be any more poison.
Well, and there was more suits that we could just pop back into the last room to get.
Okay, so what's Cranberry doing then?
Cranberry is going to head over to that desk, close as she can get, and start looking through it, seeing if there's like instructions, buttons, that kind of thing.
Okay, if Cranberry could give me an investigation check. Oh, does Cranberry have
Got
at
it.
least 40 feet of movement speed to get to the desk, by the way?
Cranberry has a flying speed of 40 feet,
Okay, perfect then. Roll away.
swimming speed of 40 feet too.
How specific?
Back to the something. Anyway, where the hell did that dice go? I'm gonna re-roll that with inspiration because that was a 3. That's much better. What did you say? Investigation?
Sorry. Intelligence investigation.
Yeah. Well, they don't have anything to investigation, but they do have an intelligence mod. So, 17.
Okay, 17. Cranberry, obviously Cranberry's fairly small, but she just sort of manages to sort of heft papers to the side and looks around frantically, and then sort of as she sort of dips under the table, she notices a switch underneath it. It's a large red switch, and it's clearly some sort of emergency button.
She can't push it since she checked the desk, can she? Or would that be an item interaction?
Yeah, it's probably an item interaction.
She pushes the button. Good or bad, she will push buttons. Just like Enfys.
And tragically, everything shuts down.
Aww. And we didn't have to break anything, as fun as that would have been.
Yep.
Not yet, anyway.
So, Red, as you're bracing for the tools to attack you, trying to draw them, you just sort of see them just go sort of go.
What kind of tools are we talking? Anything useful?
Just give me an intelligence arcana check to look them over, I guess.
Right.
Or if you've got any sort of tool proficiencies, you can roll that, I guess.
I do not have tool proficiencies.
What kind of hard?
I only have land vehicle tool. If it's a land vehicle,
close.
I've got this.
Okay, you aren't really sure what any of these are. Like, one of them vaguely resembles some sort of cutting blade, but you're not entirely sure what. Another looks like some sort of flamethrower. And you didn't really see them sort of do their thing, so it's kind of hard to say.
Right, I mean, some of this stuff my dad was using in the shop, but yeah, rest of it, I don't know. I'm not a tools kind of person, eh? Anything else to note in here? Any notes?
Yeah.
Things on tables? Prices?
I suppose
Okay.
after...
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I suppose after everything's shut off, Cranberry and Ortho would be checking the desk, seeing if there's anything notable in it or on it.
Okay, if you're just checking the desk, you do find something very important. A small glass bottle. It's labelled Pap Garum in ornate handwriting.
Oh, that's that stuff we need, isn't it? For the
Yep.
Yeah,
It's,
isn't that that sauce we needed?
It's next to a plate covered in mouldy breadcrumbs.
Yummy.
That must have been there quite a long time. Is that sauce still good? It's got to be ancient, right?
Yeah.
I
Do
mean,
you
we
have
got-
any sort of...
We picked up all the ingredient stuff anyway, right, before we came in.
Yeah.
Apart from this sauce, right?
Yeah. Roll me, I guess, intelligence history.
All right. That's an 8.
Oh, 22.
Okay, for an 8, it's probably rancid. Might as well just pour it away. For a 22...
What about for a 22?
Okay, for a 22, you know that garum sauce is a basically a fermented sauce, so it basically lasts forever.
Don't pour that, don't!
Yeah, the little sprite's like looking at everything and says,
It looks rotten. Maybe we should just throw it away.
No! Yeah, that stuff lasts forever. Apparently.
Fine.
That sounds amazing. I like that.
You're using a
It
voice
tickles my
filter,
ears.
I
yeah.
hope so.
Well, you'd be amazed what people can do with their voices.
Yeah, you'd be amazed what they can do. I can do a lot of stupid bullshit.
Blue just keeps a helium balloon on tap at any time.
Okay, does anyone want anyone want to do anything else in this room?
Are there any? There weren't any notes or anything to know what was going, to know what this room was about, right?
You can roll me I guess perception to see if you can see anything of note.
Any notes of note?
Yeah. Note any notes of
Notable
note.
notes.
Yep, note any notable notes of
14.
note. Okay, for a 14, you don't really sort of find anything that could shed more light on what was being done in this workshop. Like, most of these tools appear to be used for fabricating, although what you can't tell. But what you do notice is there's a fair few coins scattered around the benches. If you want to stop to gather those up, that's a total of 200 CP and 70 SP.
Ooh.
It's a counterfeiting workshop.
What was that? 270, right?
Yeah, 200 copper pieces, 70 silver.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll do the maths on that later, but I'll put it in the chat for now.
Okay, lovely. And yep, you don't really notice anything else. Anyone else who wants to is welcome to look around themselves, but other than that...
I'll have a look around.
And I'll offer the help action, because that's one of my species feats that I can do. Just help people.
Okay. What are you looking for, Red?
I want to look for. I'm not interested in books. I want to look for like stashed bottles of non-sources. You know, things like chemicals and that sort of thing that I might be able to hand to the wizard, which is what
Okay.
which is how Red refers to literally anyone who knows anything.
That's fair. Okay, just give me a wisdom perception check then, please, to see if anything stands out to you.
Okay. And I have advantage, is that right, from
Yep, you're being helped.
Ortho? That's great. That's 24.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay.
Hobgoblins, the only species that encourages helping.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually looking for a 20. And looking around, you sort of find sort of an outline on the wall, and you realise it's not quite flush, but it's extremely well hidden. It's a secret door, although there's no
There's a
way
secret
to open
door
it.
here.
Are you sure there's no way to open it? Because I'm sure I can try.
I draw a chalk outline on the door and knock 3 times.
Nothing happens. Although, well, something does happen. The door is now outlined in chalk.
I saw that work in a stage play once.
I mean, if you're trying to get a Tesla to drive into it, you'd be quids in, but...
Is there a crack or anything that I could try and get like the blade of a javelin in, the point of a javelin in, and sort of lever it against something to pop it open?
Nope. You did very well to even notice it. It's not a gap as much as you can just sort of tell the sort of panelling's not quite the right, just not quite the same colour. Like, it's just clearly sort of oxidised in a different way to the rest of the metal on the wall.
Something strange here. Anyone else want to take a look at this?
It looks like in a cartoon where something's obviously going to be interacted with, so it's painted a different color than the background layer.
None of you have any idea what a cartoon is.
Could I look for something that is not clearly linked to anything else in the room, but could interact in a kind of a control mechanism sort of way?
Roll me Arcana. Intelligence Arcana.
Yeah. Ooh, 21 total.
Okay, for a 21, you have actually heard of doors like these. Basically, the best way to, pretty much the only reliable way to get them open is to know the password for it.
Does it?
Password. What was name of sauce? This wizard loves sauce. Merrifith Winifrith is obsessed with sauce.
Pap Garam, right?
Yep, Pap Groom. Saying that does not do anything.
Oh.
Does it look like there's like enough space for Guinness to slide under the door or through a crack?
No, it does not.
I try shouting the word sandwich.
The door seems unimpressed.
Huh. Hey, door, how do I open you?
You don't get an answer. The
Well,
door's
it was
clearly a
worth a
smart
try.
guy.
Wizards are weird.
You vaguely remember someone having a similar argument with a sign once.
There
Could
was a place.
I?
Go
No,
on.
go ahead, Enfys. No, you first. My idea is stupid.
There was a panel with a button on it, right? And that
Yeah,
didn't have
that's-
any other controls around it.
Yeah, that shut down the tools.
Yeah. Okay, but there were no other controls like similar to that anywhere.
Nope, it was literally just a big red button. That was clearly there where someone could easily press it.
Okay. Can I inspect the door and around it for any signs of like magic rituals, something that might have been placed upon the surface while setting up the password? Something a la like the contingency spell would have, like runes
Okay.
set down before it activates.
Okay, roll me perception, but you can use your spellcasting modifier.
Ooh.
Ooh, shiny.
Uh, 14 total. That was not a good roll.
Okay, you don't really find anything, but you do notice, and it's a very small thing. It's only on the surface level, but you realise some of the metal has been discoloured, as if it was burnt by acid. It's not actually unlike what Guinness has been doing, as they've been sloshing around this room. But you're fairly certain it wasn't Guinness that did it.
Okay, I have theories.
First, is there any way that I could coat those markings in a way that might Oh no! Wait. Oh, what am I doing?
Robin.
Etchings. This is a gravestone. It's not a gravestone, but you know what I mean. That's where my brain went. Shut up. Here's what I want. So, as part of my scholar's kit, right, I've got ink and paper.
Oh, yeah.
So what I'm going to do is roll out some parchment, spread some ink on said parchment, and then just rub it on those strangely discolored bits to see if the pattern comes up as anything anything I might recognise?
Okay, yep. In fact, yeah, I'll say you will get something from that. It's hard to tell on the door itself, but when it's just on a sheet of paper with clear contrast, you realise it's a handprint.
We didn't bring a Merithith with us, did we?
Wait, isn't Guinness like made of the same stuff or something, right?
Yeah, you do remember you need a password to get in.
Can I, since I am a follower of Lulz, the luck god, just try and get lucky and accidentally say the right thing through some kind of roll?
Do you want to try and try divine favor?
No. I don't have any religious favor.
Same.
I don't have any either, I'm afraid.
I don't need them to do it. It just means I can't add any extra dice.
Yeah.
Twak, did you say it's a bit burnt by acid? Like, could we just get Guinness to lean against the door until the door melts?
Depends on how thick his door.
Guinness, want to give it a shot?
Yeah, I can try. Just like this, and they sort of extend a pseudo port onto the door. There's a slight
Doing
burning.
anything?
You can see the door's being discoloured in the same way it was discoloured in the shape of the handprint, but you can clearly see it could take years to burn all the way through. You don't.
Right.
Goodness knows how big this door actually is. It looks similarly quite heavy to the more overt door you've found the note on.
Did I get a response on if I could try the luck thing?
You know, yeah, just roll me your d20s, I guess, if you want.
All right.
I'll say it's a disadvantage because you've obviously don't have any divine favors left.
Well, you don't need divine favors to do it. It just adds the extra dice. I'd start with 1.
Okay. Actually,
2 if you think I'm active in favor with lulls.
Have you done anything sort of to worship lulls?
I wouldn't say actively no, but I have been a little shit-ass throughout this thing. So fortune, misfortune. Bringing misfortune onto others. Fortune onto myself.
I'll give you one of my divine favors.
Yeah, I'm afraid that won't be enough, but yep, you can have a divine favor from another PC.
Okay, so that is 2 dice.
Okay, and you need a 20 on at least one.
Yep. That's only a 17 total with my wisdom mod.
Okay, unlucky.
Yeah.
You try and appeal to lulls, but you don't hear anything back.
Right, Red, do you want to go back and see if you can get one of those wizards that's like Merithith and bring him up?
All right, I'll do my best.
Yeah,
Come on, Ember. Let's go find a wizard.
The headmaster seemed nice, or whatever, the one we were talking to.
Just pick him up, stick him over your shoulder, and just peg it, you know?
Hey,
that is what I'm going to
do. Grazing.
Okay, not quite. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to the airlock room, the clean room. I'm gonna teleport past that. Then I'm gonna go and.
Is that an unlimited ability?
Yeah, unlimited for the next hour.
Oh, for the next hour, okay.
Yeah, but I can get 2 uses of it back every short rest as well.
Okay, wow. So yep, you jog down the stairs into the main area, and you know you're a large guy, and you just ran into the room, so everyone just sort of turns towards you. What would you like to do?
You there, nerd! I need your hand.
Okay, you pointing at anyone in particular, or
closest?
Has to be one of the ones with the weird nose.
Okay.
Most timid-looking nerd.
Okay, roll me intimidation, please.
Intimidation. Okay, I'm not too bad at that. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not great actually.
This is gonna go terrible.
Yeah, that is a mere 11.
I was gonna say roll slow on intimidation. Wizard interprets it as marriage proposal.
Okay, so you sort of look at a sort of a young-looking half elf with sort of large round glasses, She looks at you and says, "My hand? Is that a marriage proposal?"
A what? No, what? No, I need your actual hand. The bit attached to your arm. Like,
Oh. Well,
I just need you to come touch a panel.
I haven't. Oh, it can still be attached. Very well.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cut your arm. Oh, yeah, I guess I do have, like, a big sword strapped to my back. I understand where you might think I was gonna cut it off. But no, it could still be attached to you. Yeah, my friend said I had to come up here, find one of you, grab you, and then peg you. So let's go.
She begins to raise her hand as if to cast a spell.
Wait. Are you offering your hand? That's great.
I grab a hand and run.
Okay, roll me athletics.
Okay, athletic. That is an unnatural 20.
Yeah, she's not going. She's a wizard. She's not gonna be able to do anything about this. You just grab her by the arm and just yank her all the way back.
As I'm running back down the stairs, I'm like,
I really appreciate you helping out and being so cooperative. That's great.
I did not agree to any of this, and
I really appreciate it. This is wonderful. Thank you.
and then we teleport through and come out to the other side.
Just dragging her around the corners, banging her off walls, up the stairs.
I did what I said. I grabbed a wizard.
Yeah, let me just roll D8 to see how much damage she takes and see if she's still alive at the end of it.
Right, we just need the hand. It doesn't have to be a living hand, right?
Like, okay,
What's
so
wrong with you?
I don't think this is a panel.
you get
It's
back to
not
the
a hunting thing.
Yeah, you get back to the workshop, and she looks a bit flustered, but she as you release her, she just sort of straightens her glasses and okay, what's all this about?
Well, I was
Red,
making
when I said
balloon
to peg
animals
it-
because I got bored.
She raises her hand as if to cast a spell.
Red, when I said to peg it, I meant go fast. I didn't mean like peg the wizard person. That's
What? I went fast. What are you talking about? Of course that's what I knew exactly what you meant. We went fast.
all right.
Oh, okay, that's what you meant.
Miss, I don't want to presume. We need your help. We've run into a sort of thing. Although, as you may notice, the door is now open to the secure labs or wherever we are. And we've run into a sort of secret door situation that might need some kind of password or permission
Wait.
from one of you wizards to open.
Wait, this is the secure. Oh my goodness, we haven't been able to get in here in centuries. This is it. The secure workshop.
Yeah, can you put your hand on the door?
Yeah, there's this little panel here.
She's now ignoring you and just looking at the tools.
Red, just put a hand on the door while she's looking around. It's fine.
I put a hand on the door.
Incredible. A rune etcher. Well, oh! So Red grabs her and puts her hand on the door. Nothing happens.
Thank you for your cooperation.
So you say something, love.
Yeah,
I said thank you for your cooperation.
Not you, Red.
These tools. I haven't seen anything like them. They must be custom. Timar must have built them himself.
Oh?
Timar made them.
Maybe there is clue for password in the equipment. You are very clever. I respect that.
I inspect the equipment.
Okay, roll me intelligence investigation.
Hang on. Scroll, damn you. Okay.
Squirrels.
No, scroll. +6. Oh, good roll. 24.
Oh.
Okay, for a 24, it occurs to you that people do not write passwords on their tools. That's just not a thing people do.
Okay, no, I was thinking more in terms of
Oh, right, yeah, a clue.
the usage. Maybe the password relates to the room somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rune etching the lady pointed out.
Yeah, it occurs to you, yeah, like, it's possible you might, if you persist for ages, you might be able to guess the password, but your best bet might actually be to try and, ask the person who actually set the password, or, the space he might be living in.
Hey, sorry, before you run off, did you set this password?
No, none of us has been up here for centuries.
Okay, thank you.
If anyone set it, it would be Timar.
Wait,
he was a bit before my time. Never
Oh
met the
my
man.
god.
He's probably long dead.
So this area that we're in, it's one room removed beyond where Merithith was like doing most of his stuff, right?
This is basically the upper level, which is the most secure level.
Yeah.
If Merithith's most secure stuff was anywhere, it'll be here.
The original locked door that nobody could get past was directly to like his office space or something like that, if I remember rightly.
It was to here.
Yep, so the door you opened to get to the upper area was the one that led into the clean room, and that's the one you had to...
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
that was,
okay. So we opened the clean room and then it was immediately into there with the cleaning stuff.
Yep, that's right. And that had basically been locked down by Merithith because he had some sort of falling out with Timar. Remember, you do have other places to investigate in this lab.
We do?
Yep.
I thought it was this, and then the door downstairs.
Yep, you've got the door downstairs.
All right. Well, we got... Let's head to the kitchen. Oh, wait, no, I already made the sandwich. I just had to put the sauce on it, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yep, you've assembled the sandwich and you just add the sauce.
Yeah. So I assume, with the assistance of the wildfire spirit, I'll bypass the clean room again.
Yep. You can just sort of pop from one side to the other. No
I
need
think
to
we'll all
enter
stick
the,
together at this point, right?
Yeah.
Except, Miss, before we head off, do whatever we're doing, would you like us to leave you here so you can investigate the place?
Don't
Seems like
walk through the glass doors back there. They will burn you to death with acid and shit.
She pauses for a minute, looks at the door and says, "Oh, it just says here you can switch off the cleaning protocol."
Oh, you speak that language. That's handy.
Yep, and she just taps the rune and both the doors open and the sprayers stop spraying.
Oh, she speaks Draconic.
A cool voice
makes
rings
sense.
out. Maintenance mode enabled.
I would recommend, given the top secret nature of this area, that you and your colleagues set about fixing that clean system as soon as you can, preferably before this door is the next door is entered.
Yeah, and maybe have all the
um,
instructions written in common, because not everyone knows Draconic. Like,
Well, this isn't well, most wizards know Draconic, but this isn't a security system. It's a cleaning system.
Yes, this is what I am saying. If there is such a elaborate cleaning system, it must be there for a very important reason. Get it fixed.
Now that you mention it, that's quite odd. Why would a workshop need a cleaning system? This is the kind of thing you need.
Exactly.
What was Timar building that needed sanitizing so heavily?
this whole place is weird, isn't it?
I would like to help this wizard with their history or arcana check.
She hasn't got anything else to add. She's just that was just an idle thought of hers.
Anyway, we need to look for what this password may be, because I am drawing blank.
Okay, so just
Miss,
to remind you. Sorry.
If I understand, we've run into like the big door downstairs had Draconic on it, right?
Seems to be the
That's right,
language
yeah.
of choice around here.
Okay. Miss, would you be interested in acting as a translator?
Well, yes. If you want me to translate anything, I can.
Would you follow us downstairs into the downstairs labs?
Oh, if it's secured, I hear there's all sorts of creatures down there.
We've dealt with quite a few of them.
Very well then.
All right.
Oh, and do you remember you've got your free long rest?
Yeah, we do. Is anyone missing any resources?
Nope.
Not
I've
personally.
used all of my spells, but I've still got a load of things.
That's fair. I have not used a single spell slot.
Oh, well, actually, I probably would be missing some amount of resources if we had a fight or something. But being as I lost my sheet when I upgraded my drive, who knows?
Yeah, you were definitely casting spells last session, so...
Yeah. We did have a short rest.
That doesn't really help wizards.
Yeah.
All right, tell you what I'll do. I'll mark off my arcane recovery, and possibly, which will get me up to 2, I believe. 2 levels of spell slots, yes. And I'll mark off a level 1 slot for mage armor.
We got free mage armor from the old wizard guy. He cast it on everyone who wanted it. I've even got mage armor right now.
Well, I'll mark one off anyway, because I imagine I would have used it for something.
Yeah, remember,
There we
mage
go.
armor doesn't function if you're wearing any sort of armor.
I mean, I'm a wizard. I'm not wearing armor. I'm not even proficient in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Onwards.
Okay, so where are you headed?
The downstairs door, right?
The big spooky door downstairs.
Okay, so yep, you can head back down the stairs, through the corridors, and back to the sort of the secure labs, which were previously sort of well, locked down. And as you
Did
bring
this-
the sound,
I was going to say, did this woman take any damage from the transit from our well-meaning but dim Druid friend?
she was a bit shaken up, but after she sort of adjusted her glasses and closed again, she was fine.
Okay.
It
I'm
seems
sorry if I was too enthusiastic when I was pegging you.
Excuse my friend here. He's not...
you really should consider using another word, friend.
Oh, okay. Rush, what do you recommend? You know all the words.
I mean, you smashed her, didn't you?
That sounds like a good idea. Yeah. I'm sorry I smashed you so hard.
I'm
This
going to pass
inspiration
on this
for you all.
conversation.
Dis-
I wasn't
Dispens-
involved!
You're an accomplice. This inspiration for 1,000 years.
Valid, honestly.
Anyway,
Right, what's the
woman's
door
wrist
say
have,
anyway, love? Let's just concentrate on the task at hand, eh?
Does this woman's wrist have the Imperator cult tattoo on it?
no.
Okay.
You can tell because she's not actually wearing it. Like, her robe is just completely sleeveless. And she's,
Got it.
yeah, she's got she's got tattoos all over her arms. Anyways, yep. If you want to head to the secure lab door, it's where you left it. And as you approach, who's carrying the sandwich?
I am.
Okay, so the doors stand still up until you approach with the sandwich, and you hear the very slight sound of a bell ringing. There's a pause, and suddenly the doors, there's a clunk, and the doors spring to life.
We talking like a ding-dong kind of bell, or...?
Like
It's just like a-
lunch bell.
Yep, it's just a bell sound, just like ting ling ling. It could be any sort of
Thank you.
bell.
Fair.
And yep, the doors slowly slide open.
We finally made it.
The heavy metal doors slide open with almost supernatural smoothness, revealing a well-lit room. Glass tubes line the walls. Some of the growth tanks you've come to recognise. Others, large glass bottles. One seems to be full of a viscous black substance which seems to tremble as you approach it. At the back of the room, a middle-aged human stands up from a desk and turns around. He brushes back his slick back hair and adjusts the leather apron he wears over an immaculate suit. Oh, an apology sandwich. About time.
Of
Hey,
course. And I present the sandwich.
Do we recognise this person?
No. But from context,
Is
you
it
can.
Time or Midley?
Yep, from context, you can assume this is Time Midley, the younger.
are you the wizard they know as Tim?
Just take your inspiration and go. Yeah, welcome to the secure labs.
Whee!
Just place your tokens where you like.
Brilliant.
Just put down an icon for timer.
I don't know about you guys, but Tamar looks like to have a changeling icon.
That is concerning, yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's just an icon.
Oh, and there's more of those burst pods that were filled with goo monsters that had eaten clones.
Yep, so Timar's just standing there. What's everyone doing?
I'm wondering about the eggs in this corner and the box/trapdoor in this corner, and also I want a conversation with this man.
Okay.
Cranberries.
So I'll just give you the
Going.
overview. This is these are just sort of dirty, discarded plates. They're covered in breadcrumbs and a few fragments of some sort of meat. This is it's, as you guessed, it's just a crate. It appears it's already been opened and emptied. This is a glass tube full of some sort of dark, bubbling substance.
Similar to Guinness?
Yeah, there's a passing resemblance.
Interesting. Speaking of Guinness.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Guinness?
Oh, yeah. Have you, roll, everyone just give me a perception roll to see if you manage to keep track of Guinness.
Sure, why not?
Uh-oh. 10 from me, not great.
Oh, I dropped my
20
thing.
21.
Okay,
Oh, no,
yep.
I'm not going to pick 21.
Yeah. For a 21, yeah, you've sort of kept an eye on Guinness and they've sort of entered behind you.
I've been trying to
Okay.
make them feel better by doing silly faces and balloon animals.
Yeah, they're currently in your form.
And I'm just doing like shadow boxing, like playfully with them.
Ah. Yep, so Guinness just sort of enters and sort of waits at the back of the room. Timar stares at them curiously.
Cranberry uses heart sight on Timar.
Okay, so remind me, what does this do?
Well, the old version, which is what we're still using, they touch a creature and magically knows their current emotional state, and if they fail a DC 10 charisma, it uses my spell save, DC 15 charisma save, I know their alignment. Celestials, fiends, and undead automatically fail the save.
The emotional state being the important thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So emotional state, slightly hangry.
Me too.
And what do you need me to roll? Sorry.
DC 15 charisma save.
Okay. And just remind me, what are the limitations of this? Does it work on humanoids or?
Celestials, fiends, and undead automatically fail to save. Works on everything.
Everything that has feelings.
Okay. Okay, he rolled a natural 20 on that.
Motherfucker. Well, they're hangry, so I present them with the sandwich.
Oh, delightful. Wait. Is this bread moldy?
No, got it fresh from the kitchen. Should it have been moldy?
Wait, did you get it from the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a bunch
We
of
went to the
stuff in the kitchen.
Yeah. There wasn't any fresh food in the kitchen.
Oh. Do you think this would have come up while we were there?
Oh, sorry, I thought it did.
Not to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't think we would have made a sandwich out of moldy bread.
that would have been...
knowingly.
Yeah, we would not have made a moldy sandwich.
Alright, sorry about that. Okay, for argument's sake, we'll say it's an okay sandwich then. He picks up the sandwich and looks at it. Actual peppergram. Excellent. And he takes a bite. Could you just roll me a perception check, please?
Sure. Which dice do I want to use? The one with the nuclear symbol. Uh, 19.
Okay, you're not entirely sure, but like, as far as you're aware, Tiamar's human, but something about the inside of his mouth looked off. Like his tongue just looked kind of black, like he'd been poisoned, or he'd just eaten a load of candy with dye in it.
All right, I'm gonna back away from Tamar. Not say anything to Red. So, what you doing here?
Oh well, I was hired by the esteemed wizard Winifred Minifrith for some vital research. I'm
In
sure
Merifith, Winifred?
Merifith Winifrith, yes, as I said.
Some esteemed wizard, I'd never heard of him.
I assume it was he who let you in here? Are you
You could say that.
new assistants, recruits? Oh,
Yeah, we're assistants.
no, the nose, not descendants.
No.
Yes. Roll me deception,
We've been helping
please.
out. I have good deception. Yeah, that is a 27.
Oh yes. Well, you do look a bit unconventional, but I haven't gotten out much lately. Perhaps fashion has changed.
Yeah. This fashion ain't exactly my choice, but I ain't complaining. And I'll sort of like take off the mask on the suit, and as I do it, returns to normal. And I put it back on, and it turns back into the toucan.
Fascinating. Oh, you've been to the clean room. Has the work? Excellent. Has Winifred finally unsealed the workshop?
Hey, how long have you been down here?
Oh, a while. Just concentrating on my research, of course.
Oh.
Yeah, by a while, you mean like a couple of 100 years?
Do you keep track of time while you're working?
Cranberry will whisper in Red's ears. Back away slowly.
Now tell me,
Hey.
So, were you just here to deliver a sandwich, or was there something else you wish to discuss? I must say, your friend there is fascinating. Do come closer.
I stopped
Guinness,
peering into the thing. But I hand up to to Guinness for them to not to move. Like, hang on a minute, and then I'm going to approach Timer.
The invisible cranberry is slowly telling everyone, be very careful, something's not right.
Okay, is everyone sort of speaking to Timer, by the way, or does anyone want to try anything else?
Twak is looking to speak to Timer.
Can I do an insight check on vibes that I'm getting from his obsession with my best friend and only friend?
Wait.
Guinness.
Yeah, just roll me wisdom insight then, please.
Okay.
Can I offer help?
That's a 5.
I was going to say, can I offer help? Because I know something's not right.
Okay, how are you helping with this insight check?
I will try to quietly describe what I saw, like, and relate it to what we saw in the other room with the slime creature in the tube.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow it. You can roll again, Red.
Okay. I'm going to use inspiration. Oh my god. Okay. Right.
What?
That's a 12, and I got +3 as well. I didn't roll above a 10 once.
Oof.
Oh dear.
Also, during this Twak Timar conversation, Invisible Cranberry scanning the desk for a password.
Okay, Cranberry, could Cranberry then roll me an investigation, please?
Yeah. Well. Oh, that's an int. Yeah. Sorry. That's a 13.
Okay, so Cranberry, I just see a lot of blueprints on the note. Most of them do seem to be sort of, yeah, well, they're extensive blueprints on the actual sort of you know, lab itself. But so if there is like a password to get through the door, it might be there, but they can't see it immediately.
Got it. Cranberry's unwilling to move anything on the desk right now while invisible. Don't want to give away the game.
Okay. Anyone want to ask Tom or anything, or look around the room?
Yes.
Okay. Whack.
Hang on, I need to sit up because I've slouched, and I can't slouch and be Twak.
So I've got some questions. There are two things I gotta ask you. First off, what are you researching?
Oh, well, hasn't Winifred let you know?
No. I find
We're just
Winifred
humble
to be...
assistants.
Twak just sort of side eyes Red and goes back to the conversation.
I find Winifred to be not as intelligent as reports have claimed, and I'm piecing together things myself. I'm plenty intelligent. I'm a curious sort.
Okay, roll me a charisma persuasion at advantage, because this is exactly the way to get on his good side.
My first roll was pretty good. My second roll was even better. A 15, then an 18. Woo!
Oh,
Rainbow
lovely.
dice, I love you. My persuasion is not very big though. So that's a 19 total.
Okay, yep, 19 will do it. Oh, well. Well, from one research to another, I'm researching the quality of the humble but durable ooze.
What qualities?
Well, you see, normally an ooze is, full pardon to your friend here, but an ooze is mindless.
No offense taken.
Guinness is pretty smart, actually.
That is the usual state of things, yes. Somebody
Well,
appears to have upgraded our new friend here.
Quite. Alright. As I suspected. Let me ask you, friend. You contain a device within you, correct? A small cube with runes all over it? Yeah? Oh, fascinating. You see, effectively oozes are normally mindless, but the thing is, it's possible to create a mind for them. My research has been, well, I didn't invent any myself, but I have been studying them extensively. Ancient technology, you see. Very ancient. Possibly even predates the Empire, in fact. Well, I've got most of my notes are on my desk, but still. Well, that's some of my
I look at
research.
said notes as they reference it.
Yeah, you sort of look at his notes and you can sort of skim them, and yep, you see quite a few sketches there and blueprints for similar looking devices. There's several smaller ones that are sort of paperweight sized, but one thing you notice is it's sort of like a very sort of complicated sketch of the Vitruvian Man with all sorts of complicated alchemical equations around it. Well, one thing I've discovered, however, is sort of the primary goal of my research is a far more interesting application. Effectively, while an ooze body can be tied to an artificial mind, it's also possible to tie an ooze body to a living creature's mind, as it were.
And what would the use of that be?
Well, did you know, oozes, tell me, friend, he looks towards Guinness, you're able to cast magic, is that correct? Oh, yeah? Oh, of course. Effectively, under normal circumstances, it because they're not intelligent, it doesn't come to the fore. But the makeup of an ooze is effectively you might call it a a storage container for a battery. For magic. Now, in theory,
Interesting.
in theory, in fact, an intelligent ooze could literally devour a magic user and suck the magic right out of their body.
Yep. Hearing this.
Okay.
As you are
Invisible
sort of
cranberry.
yeah. Sorry, go on.
Oh no,
This
go on.
guy might be an ooze.
Oh, is Cranberry whispering that to me?
Yeah, she already whispered to you that something's not right about this guy.
Oh yeah, no, I knew that.
In fact, is anyone nearby any of the sort of tubes?
Ortho's
There's
next to one, I
one
think.
within 10 feet of me, and I was kind of half-heartedly looking into it earlier.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Anyone who's nearby a tube, just roll me a quick investigation check, please.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that
Natural 20.
Oh.
23.
Okay, so you can actually see the partial remains of their clone in the tube. And looking a bit closer, they've clearly suffered some sort of acid burn. But now that you look, something a bit more disturbing about them. It's one of them, at least like the one you're looking at, has been sort of partially sliced open, and meat's clearly been cut out of it.
So am I to assume that this Timar, which, I mean, they've been in here far too long to be alive, which I already kind of suspected something, is an ooze that ate a Timar clone and is now assuming their identity?
Or just ate the original Timer, because we haven't come across any clones of Timer.
That's true.
Yep. Or well, it could be the original. In fact, roll me Arcana, just to pass everything
Sure.
is sort of exposited. And
That is a 16.
Okay, 16. From the sounds of it, what he's talking about is basically somehow putting a humanoid's mind in a news body.
But it can happen willingly or unwillingly.
Yeah.
He looks at you. Well, perhaps I could make a suggestion. I'm sure Winifred is waiting for a report. How about you leave your friend Guinness, was it? Yeah? Leave your friend Guinness here for a bit of a chat.
About that. We are unable to get to the room where we believe Winifred currently resides, as he neglected. Again, the man is the smartest imbecile I've ever known.
Didn't tell us the password.
Yes, I was getting
None
that.
taken.
Okay, roll me deception. Charisma.
I mean, yeah, Can I roll that?
No, this is going to be Twak.
Yeah.
Do I get advantage because of the help?
Yeah, I'm trying to help.
Yes.
And also the fact that I'm still insulting Winifred with like every other breath.
Yeah. That is a good approach.
Dirty 20. The second one was a 19. This advantage is helping.
Okay, I think I'm going to have to roll this for him then. Okay. Wow, his wisdom score is terrible.
Stupid wizard.
Well, he's not really a wizard.
He's an ooze.
He's an
Stupid
artificer.
pretend wizard.
He's an artificer.
Oh, right. So, wannabe wizard. Got it.
It's time
Somewhere
I was the
an
guy that
owlin
made the
just woke up.
irrigation system.
Yeah, that
Hayes.
is an 8. So, yeah, he says, oh, well... whereabouts would this be?
Just past clean room, there was workshop, and in workshop there was door.
Oh, well, tell you what, how long has Winifred been there?
How long has the work Winifred been there? What?
How long has Winifred been holed up there?
A rather long
honest-
time.
Oh, well, sounds like
I
he
do
might
not have
be,
precise number.
sounds like he might be rather grumpy. Would you like me to speak to him if you'd just like to wait here?
I mean, honestly, you think your research is a bit more important than talking to Winifred? He don't
Ignore
seem that
him.
bright, you know?
He does not.
I think a meeting might be of the utmost importance.
Who is Winifred?
God, Red.
The, wait. I thought you said you were working for Winifred.
Excuse
Oh,
my...
that Winifred.
Red's not the smartest one.
Excuse my friend Red here. They grabbed the assistance of a wizard a few moments ago, and they misused a word that seemed to have led the wizard to believe that Red was going to perform acts of an intimate nature with them. Total misunderstanding. Did it on an accident. I don't think they meant any harm. But my point is, they're well-meaning but dim.
None taken.
I see. Oh, a druid, right?
That's right, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, perhaps we could, do you know anything of the nature of oozes?
I know this one is friendly.
Oh, fascinating. It would appear we have much to discuss. Tell you what, if
Okay.
if I give you the rest of you the password, so you can go meet with Winifred, perhaps I could have a bit of a chat, talk shop, as it were, with your what was your name?
Red, you can call me Red.
Oh yeah, yes, Mr. Red. We can have a chat.
Okay. Let's do it.
What's the password?
Oh, let me. He shuffles through the papers on his desk.
Brad's about to get eaten.
I'm gonna be fine. I'm the Barbarian. Sure, I don't have any rages left, but that doesn't matter, right? Right?
All right.
Man.
I'm starting to think that Bree might have been hinting that we should have taken that long rest earlier.
Yeah, maybe.
It's okay. I have a plan.
Okay.
I was just gonna
I'm
say.
doomed.
Yep. He pulls out a blueprint and says, "Oh, here we are, the secure workshop. So, presumably you know where the door is, just here." And he points out the sort of the room you found, and it's labelled contingency room. Password: Vitium. Source of food? ?
Vitium.
Source of food is the more important thing. Tamar's been trying to get into that room to eat whatever's inside. All right. Okay.
Do you say this out loud?
Oh, hell no.
Does the word Vitium mean anything to me?
It's a Latin word. You're welcome to look up the meaning yourself.
Ah, okay.
It's
Probably
spelled
something like life, blood or something.
VITIUM.
Yeah,
Vitrium?
it'd be like life or food, possibly.
Yeah.
No, it means
Because there's like the word victuals, which is pretty close as well.
Yeah, it's
in Latin, vitium plural vidia means a fault, defect, blemish, imperfection, or vice.
Yep.
Interesting.
specifically a mistake that was made in traditionally a mistake that was made in some sort of religious ritual.
Interesting.
Could just be a word, you know.
Could
Could just be a word.
Could be.
I mean, Red has no idea. Latin ain't his strong spit.
All right. Is the female wizard with us?
Yep, she's sort of been stood at the threshold of the door the entire time.
All right. I walk out of the door real quick, and I pull her away, quietly. Miss,
Yes.
that man in there is an ooze, and he's going to try something very bad. Do you know any way to magically lock a door?
Well, this door has a fair bit of security. I could force the lock to close, or I could open it. I mean, I could force it to close, but he'd surely be able to open it himself.
I'm not. Would Ortho know about the spell Arcane Lock? I mean, I do, but
Is it on the Warlock spell list?
I don't think so.
Then no.
Damn.
And also, this is an artificer. Like they're probably able to get through any locks that you could make.
Well,
Yeah.
not Arcane Lock. It's specifically a password magic lock. You'd need something like Dispel Magic or Knock.
Yeah, this guy can probably do dispel magic. Like,
Yeah. Like, yep.
Probably.
You could try, but your chances of locking him in his own sort of workshop are pretty slim.
Well, it's
For a
not
long
lock
time.
him in the workshop. It's lock him out of the upstairs room.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, you
I
meant
was
the
going to see if
upstairs
she'd run off. Run off and get someone, preferably the nice old guy that we've been working with, to lock the door magically so they can't get in. We go off for a long rest and then come back and deal with this before Red gets eaten.
The thing about that is that Arcane Lock is not a 24-hour spell.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
do you mean
but it's
not an
okay.
8-hour spell?
I have a cunning plan. The plan is to lie.
So,
Wait, Arcane
This
Lock
has
lasts
been-
until dispelled.
Yeah, it's permanent.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
permanent. Yeah, so that was my
I thought
plan.
it lasted an hour.
No.
Okay.
Nah, it's one of those designed for GMs to use to make it harder for rogues to gain places.
All the same, you're giving an artificer like as much time as they need to find a way around it. Like,
Fair. That's fair.
that's not something I want to do. I either want to fight this fool now or have them willingly wait 24 hours or 8
Yeah, I mean,
hours.
presumably it needs to be a Merifirth Winifrith level of lock that would actually do the job.
Yeah, like
so
ninth
we'd need
level.
to lock it back the way it was locked before.
So, you have been most helpful. However, we do still require Guinness. But once we are finished with errands for the boss, then we can bring Guinness back and you can have conversation, yes? But for now, just give us time to finish errands.
Yeah. I mean, then we'll
Okay.
come back. You can talk with Red, Guinness. I mean, you seem real interested in talking with Red.
I'm a great
Another sandwich. You want another
conversationalist.
sandwich?
Oh yes, I've yet to pick the brains of a druid. Very different source of magic, you see.
Very primal. I cannot make heads nor tails of the way he says spells. It makes no sense. What even is source? How are you supposed
None
to just
taken.
simply divine? Ugh.
I make it like a waving motion, like, dismiss this fool.
Quite.
Hey,
Make
somebody
me
say
a
my name?
deception.
They said dismiss this fool. Ortho's a fool.
Roll me a deception check then, please.
This was me trying to help.
At advantage or not?
I'm gonna say neutral because you haven't really done anything to sort of sell it.
Yeah, there was. I couldn't think of a particularly good way to do it. People, we might have a problem.
Oh,
I take my hat off and pull a rabbit out of it.
That's a total of 4.
Oof.
Don't you have inspiration?
I do.
Hey.
Thank you, Nick. I'm gonna roll that again.
No problem. I only remember because I also only just remembered I had inspiration.
People, we might have a problem. That's a total of 11. It is better than 4.
okay. Well, to be fair, he can potentially beat this. It wouldn't be easy, but he can beat it.
Just roll higher than 10.
That is a 13 minus
Uh-oh.
2. 11 exactly. And I'm afraid that beats it.
So, we're in a
Hold on.
contested check because
No
this
change.
isn't. It's
It's
the
not
status quo is maintained, right?
That's a
That's
good
right.
point. The status
Yep.
quo is
So-
maintained.
He doesn't necessarily know that I was lying, but he doesn't want to give up the conversation, either with Red
Yeah. Yeah.
or
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's completely fair. He hasn't caught on to that you're lying, but he's not gonna. You haven't sort of convinced him to end the conversation. He steps away from his chair and says, "Oh well, surely you don't need all of you to run these errands."
Look, honestly, we kind of do, because I mean, look at the three of us. We're all kind of a bit weedy. Red is the muscle of the group, so we need all of us, to be honest.
And what tasks would the great Winifrith have set you that require muscle?
You know, all this cleaning malarkey. We need a lot of supplies.
Yeah. Supplies
yes,
are
Stuff
heavy.
really
sometimes
likes
you
his fucking cleaning.
Oh, of course, he was always quite fussy about it. Always going on at me about leaving samples and specimens lying about to rot.
I know, right? Anyway, yeah, we gotta carry around these big old gallon jugs and all that stuff all over the place, like. So, yeah. Red can carry the big ones.
I'm good at that. Very good at pulling
mean,
my weight.
We ain't going anywhere. We'll be back. This is pretty interesting.
Yeah, you let us all go. We'll be done much quicker, and we get back right down to this conversation again.
Okay, make me another deception check, please. Rush.
Right.
Oh,
This is my thing.
You are a charisma caster.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Still higher than my
Inspiration.
first roll.
I've used my
Reroll it.
inspiration.
Ah, fuck's sake.
Oh no. Okay, well, to be fair, I will roll for this.
I was
You know.
trying so hard to get that deception check.
I get
Fucking
plus
plus
6 as
8.
well.
I got +8.
I mean, with a nat 1, even a +8 doesn't bode well.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 12 minus 2 for a 10.
Damn it.
Uh-oh, he's cottoned on.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna
Yeah.
get away with this too many times.
Okay, yep, so Twak, Red, you just sort of see a slight twitch in his eyes.
I use Fey
No.
Presence to charm him. Wisdom save, please. He doesn't know I've done it, by the way.
okay,
It's
could you just give
completely
me the,
undetectable.
Could you give me the wording for Fey Presence, please?
Sure. Once per short rest, as an action, you can cause each creature, no type restriction, in a 10-foot cube from you to make a DC 15 Wisdom save or become charmed or frightened by me. My choice.
Okay.
Do you choose the people, or is it just everybody
no.
within range?
It's everyone.
Okay.
Everyone make your saves, please.
Oh no. I mean, I should be good at these. I really should be good at these, but I've been rolling real weird tonight.
Y'all
that
have
is
no
a-
idea what's happening.
That's a natural 17 for a 15.
Oh, I forgot my saves.
I rolled a 19.
because that's the first level I happen to put in instead of Druid, so I don't have proficiency as Wisdom saves. I got a 13.
I mean, it's fine. It just means you're charmed by Ortho. It's like,
Yeah, for 6 seconds.
Okay, yeah, everyone who failed. Sorry, what's the DC?
15.
Oh, meets it, beats it then. And everyone
Hey,
who
Ortho,
failed. Everyone who okay, sorry, go on.
I just wanted to tell you that I think you might be my best friend of all time.
Oh, that's real nice, man. I'm sure that feeling will last for another 3 seconds.
Guinness looks completely gutted.
I've gone cold on you all of a sudden.
Guinness perks up.
Red, you're so fickle, man.
Anyways, Invisible Cranberry whispers to Twak, back away.
Twak is trying to not give the game away immediately, and he's still wearing the suit. So,
That's fair.
the acidic nature of this person will not be quite as dangerous as it could be.
Okay. So, is there anything else on that desk other than blueprints? Anything useful? Because it looks like there's some kind of scroll drawn on the map, and maybe a coffee mug or something.
Yeah, if you want to roll me one last investigation check, and it's
Before
going to be
this-
the last investigation check.
Yeah, that's a 10.
You don't notice anything.
Unless, yeah,
You're a bit too distracted by the very
impending doom.
very strange artificer who's looking at you
Yep.
all with very hungry eyes.
Guinness, get out of the room.
Oh,
Is that going to be initiative?
he looks all of you down and says, "You know, I don't think you're being quite honest with me."
None taken.
I mean, if you want, I can tell you what's going on.
Oh,
Well,
Go on.
All right, so we came here to figure out what was up with our friend Guinness. You've told us what's up with our friend Guinness. Of course, while we've been assisting the Winifred around the lab, we've picked up a few other tasks, did a bit of cleaning, made you that lovely sandwich, and, well, I mean, we just got some other stuff to run. We're not really going anywhere. We're not done here.
so Winifred did not actually send you here.
No, we've been working with Winifred.
But he did not send you to check on me.
Well, Yeah, I mean, he did. He's like, oh, well, that guy's not that smart. He's gonna, you know how Winifred is. He's like, everybody's below him.
Yes.
He's like,
This,
I kind of,
wow, interesting. It sounds as if no one's going to be checking on you for a while. And with that, roll initiative.
yeah, no, I figured.
Hell yeah.
Oh, finally a good initiative roll.
Oh, that's all right.
My rolls are all over the place.
Oh, now I get the nat 20.
Hey,
Okay, my
nice.
initiative is
got
my
that in the last
Blackbird.
Nat 1 to a nat 20 in
Plus
2 rolls.
22.
Do you think we can have a break as well, Brie?
Yep. We can have a break now. I was just going to say.
Cool.
Oh yeah, one last thing before we start the break. Everyone roll me a quick perception check.
Sure.
What do you reckon? Back to a nat 1?
Oh, nat 20 for a 25.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm not.
My perception was a grand total of 14.
Okay, so yep, you all more or less see this.
And 15
Yep,
for
some
me
of
and
you
Cranberry.
sort of,
Same number.
some of you just see a blur, but those of you who rolled a bit higher, basically you see a small fine tendril extend from his hand and smash into this bottle here, which breaks open. And out come...
Uh-oh.
Oh. Tiny eyes.
little minions. Not actual minions, like tiny users.
Tiny, yellow, evil
They're
creatures.
baby Guinnesses.
Okay, now we can take the break.
Awesome. I will be right back because that voice, I like it, but my God, do I need to lubricate it?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
before
fair.
we go to break, I want to point out something. Those tiny little Guinnesses and the jar they came out of look like those alien Muppets that go mop, mop, mop.
My man.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, I'll switch to the break screen so I don't have to worry about being on camera. So yeah, there we go. Everyone will still be able to hear you, but I mean, no one could see you anyway, but they can see your voice in like visual format. We can reconvene at 10 to. Is that okay, or does anyone want a bit longer?
That
sounds good to me.
10
Fine,
minutes
yeah.
is good.
Okay, how's chat been enjoying it? Oh, yep, welcome to the chat, Luna. Yep, I don't have a Discord, I'm afraid. Thank you for the follow, Harry Streamer Oofy. So yep, we're at the final boss fight, and I guess they didn't get to take their long rest. Anyway, I'm going to go to the loo before I forget, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Right, I'm going to take my estrogen. Remember, if you've got any meds, remember to take them.
I don't think a peanut butter banana sandwich is counted as medicine, but I will eat it.
That's fair. Hey, Oh, and you're Talia. Yeah, you got me. Peanut butter banana. Wasn't that Elvis Presley's favourite?
Fried. I think Elvis had it, but there was a sandwich of some kind. I think it was a loaf of French bread filled with an entire jar of peanut butter and jelly and some other stuff that he flew friends out to have.
Well then. Good of him to share, I guess.
No, I think each one got that sandwich.
I mean, still sharing. Like, presuming he wasn't making them pay for their own sandwiches. Or did he? Because that would be kind of stingy.
It's called a fool's gold loaf. The Fool's Gold is a sandwich made by the Colorado Mine Company, a restaurant in Denver, Colorado. It consists of a single warmed, hollowed-out loaf of bread filled with the contents of 1 jar of creamy peanut butter, 1 jar of blueberry jam, and 1 pound of bacon.
Interesting combination.
Yeah. The sandwich's connection to the singer Elvis Presley is the source of its legend and prolonged interest. According to the life and cuisine of Elvis Presley, Presley and his friends took his private jet from Graceland, purchased 22 of the sandwiches, and spent 2 hours eating them and drinking Perrier and champagne before flying home.
Well then, I hope the pilot got some.
I mean, probably.
Have I sat back down to?
Me describing the Fool's Gold Loaf, a sandwich popularized by Elvis Presley.
Oh, right.
Based on Bree's comment about me eating a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Oh,
we're about to fight a slime monster who ate a guy and who's going to get spells and magic from anyone else he eats.
Yeah, I mean, the implication was that he is the guy.
yeah, he's just kind of been possessed by ooze.
Oh yeah,
or something.
Or he,
That's-
yeah.
He linked his mind to an ooze to attain a pseudo-immortal state and can now steal people's knowledge by eating them.
Yeah, let's go with that. Like, he's, maybe, he was maybe needed a bit of an ethics board. And he's gone a bit astray.
Bree, I didn't know you were into vor.
That's just basically D&D, isn't it?
Yeah. D&D is the war tabletop RPG.
Where's the Obama?
God damn it.
Are you all in a contest to give me the most psychic damage? Because you're all strong contenders right now.
What if all the bad puns and jokes we do give Timar psychic damage?
Well, personally, I, the DM, like puns and jokes, so that's fine.
Okay, she's agreed to it. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Timor's going to be put off by vor comments.
Yeah, he's probably into that.
I mean, as an ooze, yeah.
Exactly.
Itchy leg, do 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 do.
Itchy leg, do 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 do.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Blue, Just for that, you're
What?
now breathing manually.
That doesn't work on me. Nice try.
Well, think of your tongue in your mouth.
Also doesn't work.
I'd rather my tongue be in my mouth than anywhere else.
Oh my!
I did not think that one through.
More people would. Thanks, Talia.
Have y'all never had peanut butter and banana sandwiches?
Has anyone?
I
Probably
probably
at some
tried it
point.
when I was a kid, but I can't have peanut butter anymore. So
Oh no!
What's up?
I've discovered in the last 15 years of my life I'm allergic to it. I probably always was, but never realised.
I mean,
Peanut sauce.
I see.
Yeah,
you can sort of develop an allergy over time.
Yeah,
It's true.
it's definitely gotten worse for sure.
I'm
I was
allergic to
talking about this the other
cashews,
day.
but I still eat them.
Yeah, no, I can have cashews.
They're too good.
But cashew butter is so much more expensive.
I know.
Yeah. I got a load of reduced
But
cashew
because-
butter, but I'm from work, but I'm rationing it.
It's because cashews are so like labor intensive to pick. It's like a single cashew on a giant apple-sized fruit.
Really? I feel like, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
And you need to wear heavy gloves because they're actually quite dangerous.
the fruits are poisonous.
Talia's mum very suddenly developed an allergy to hot dog skin, which I gotta say, it's a very specific. sounding.
Well, imagine having to
That-
skin your hot dogs.
That seems like a very like a thing that could vary between hot dog to hot dog, you know?
Yeah, it's like, is this synthetic hot dog skin or because of the red dye?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and yeah, Talia's right. Like, you can't really skin a hot dog to get the allergen out. Like, it's already been in there, it's already contaminated. It's like if you put peanuts on something, you can't just scrape the peanuts off because there'll be traces there.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I remember, I was talking about this the other day. Like, I remember when I was a kid, and until I realised I was allergic, it never occurred to me that peanut butter shouldn't leave your mouth feeling weird.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
mood.
Yeah, it's like that one Tumblr post about the potato sweats.
Sorry, what?
The potato sweats.
Okay, looking this up.
Yeah, there's a classic Tumblr post that's basically a guy saying, explaining that he didn't realise he was allergic to potatoes until everyone pointed out that potato sweats weren't a thing.
I had always assumed that certain kinds of oranges were supposed to leave your lips and tongue all tingly. Turns out not the case. I'm just allergic to specific breeds of orange.
Okay.
Explain that one to me, Science Tumblr.
Well, some oranges are just inherently annoying.
Hey, Bree. Hey, Bree. Hey, Bree.
Yes, Blue? Yes, Blue?
I don't know.
Sorry,
What's-
I'm amused at that.
What is going on?
Yeah, no, that's fair. Annoying orange. One of the things was like just being annoying and saying, "Hey, character name" repeatedly.
Right.
Oh yeah, didn't the creator of the annoying orange come out as non-binary or something?
I don't know. I have absolutely no interest in that franchise, its creator, or the fandom.
To be fair, it's been dormant for a long time, I think.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, you've lost.
Annoying orange.
Yeah, the annoying orange was like it's one of the sort of classic early YouTube things.
Imagine a live-action orange with a cargo clutch style mouth animated on top, or clutch cargo, where it's a live-action mouth super. Yeah.
Talia is right. Citrus fruits are indeed the gayest of the food groups.
Yep. Shout out to Kara's character from the upcoming Uplift actual play run by Nick. using high magic, low
Oh,
lives.
by the... Speaking of Nick, I think we're all here.
Yep.
Hey,
yep.
let's all
Oh,
get eated.
Okay, quick sound off. Enfys, you here?
Well, I'm actually partially deaf, so I'm only sort of hearing.
Okay.
I didn't know you were partially deaf.
Yeah, my left ear is broken.
Hmm.
Okay, Ben, you here?
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout down the right channel so Enfys can't hear.
Devious. Nick, you here?
Yep.
Okay, and Blue, you back?
Happy birthday, Nick.
Yes. Happy birthday, Crumpet.
I don't know
mean-
what Nick did to deserve that, but I approve.
There's always a reason.
It's okay. Nick's not the DM. Not this time.
Oh, that's true. We shouldn't really be punishing Nick when he's not the authority.
And to be fair, we punished Bree enough during the break,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Yeah, Bree's the cop today.
Okay, first of all,
Anyway, Twak
No.
dies first.
yeah. Anyway, you know what? I've been accused of being a dice cop, putting my dice in dice jail. But the thing is, that's completely ridiculous. What I'm doing is getting angry at the dice for doing their job. I'm trying to punish them for it, for not giving me the result I want that would benefit me, even though it is actually entirely within their job description. I'm the dice middle management.
Hey.
I hate this.
Anyways, we are back.
Whee!
So yeah, Timar's looking at you all very hungrily. The users are looking at you adorably, but also hungrily. And Twak's up first. What would you like to do?
Also hungry.
Amazing. I'm always hungry, to be fair. Next to me is a thing that Mr. Blue pointed out that looks somewhat scroll-like. Does that look like a scroll to me?
Well, I guess you'd be able to identify a scroll just by looking.
Like, I wouldn't
there-
know what spell it is, but would I be able to? Would I recognize it as being a spell scroll?
I mean, it even looks like it has a feather quill next to it.
Just looking at it, no, it just looks like a normal scroll.
Okay, in that
Not
case,
just
I'm going to assume it's just a random piece of paper that's rolled up for whatever reason. And I don't want to be stood right next to this thing, even with presumably resistance to its damage.
Might be a good idea.
But I'm gonna stand next to it anyway, and I'm going to cast. Now, if it's a news, it's gonna have blindside. I know this.
But does Twak?
Yeah. Specifically, I'm saying I'm saying that because I know it's not metagaming because we've been around.
Guinness.
Guinness. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been friends with Guinness long enough to know how users work.
Oh wait, what was Guinness's initiative? We should add.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Guinness should be in there somewhere.
Oh yeah,
And
Guinness has like
get
a
up.
-2.
Yeah, somebody roll that. I am going to cast Cause Fear.
Okay, could you share that with the class?
Okay. You awaken the sense of mortality in one creature you can see within range. A construct or undead is immune to this effect. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw of 14 or become frightened until the spell ends. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. I shall
Okay,
mark off a spell slot.
lovely. Sorry, what save was that again?
14.
Okay. Sorry, what stat I mean?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
Which I
Good
happen to
choice.
know it's pretty bad at.
Yep, you
Not
do.
yet.
That is a 12 minus 2.
Yeah, it's a failure.
Okay.
Timer is now afraid of me.
Okay, so as you guys sort of cast this, you feel the spell start to take effect on Timer. But he suddenly seizes up, and one of the users just immediately darts across the room, flows into him, it slams into his body and sort of gets soaked up. And it appears he's chosen to pass his saving throw at the cost of one of his oozes.
Legendary resistance.
That is cheating! How dare you? I bested you in magical wits. Bah.
And then I walk away. 5.
Did you take the disengage action?
No, I didn't. Oh, wait. Can I do that as a bonus action? Can I do that as a...
I don't think so.
I'm a goblin.
Yeah.
I'm a goblin.
Oh,
They
you
can
are
do
a
that. You
goblin.
can do that.
Nimble escape. Bonus action. Disengage. Yes,
Nice.
I do.
Yep, you struggle away.
So,
And that goblins got
5, 10,
Nice.
Yeah, they do.
15, 20, 25, 30. And as I'm scurrying away, I call out to Guinness.
This thing wants something untoward with you, Guinness. Run.
Did anybody?
Hit the bricks.
Oh, did anyone roll Guinness's initiative? By the way.
Yeah, well, somebody put the
19
money
with
in.
whatever their modifier is.
-3, was it?
So 16.
Yeah. There we go then.
And I have
so
strongly advised them to leave.
Yeah, Guinness looks towards you and says, right, Twak, will do. And is that your go?
That is all I can do, yes.
Okay, Rush.
Yeah, Rush is gonna kind of look around at the others and be like, all right, gang, what's the plan? Do we want to run? Are we gonna
Kill
try
them.
and beat this thing?
Kill them.
All right, okay, fine. And they'll start
Counterpoint
waving their
afterwards.
arms around, and they're going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Nice. And what does this do?
And they are going to also spend a sorcery point on this to make it a heightened spell. So
Delightful.
I choose a 5-foot square unoccupied space on the ground that you can see within range. A medium hand made from compacted soil rises there and reaches for one creature you can see within 5 feet of it. The target must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage and is restrained for the spell's duration.
Okay.
So
a strength saving
as-
throw, you say?
Yeah. Let me check what the heightened spell yeah, so this is at disadvantage because
Disadvantage.
it is
Okay.
heightened.
Okay.
DC 14.
Okay, 2 natural 2s.
Woohoo!
Aha!
So you are now restrained.
And 2d6 bludgeoning.
And a 2d6 bludgeoning.
Okay, if you'd like to roll that.
Oh, yeah. Nice. 10.
Nice.
Ooh, not a bad start.
Let me put a hand on. Here we go.
Yep. You hear the wizard from the door shout, "Yeah, fist him."
Don't you start.
Oh,
Oh
Just a bit of
my
tits for tat.
and
gosh.
she's doing it deliberately.
Are you going to help
Wait.
with this, or are you just
No.
gonna stand out there giving
Lady, go!
commentary?
Run and tell the others!
Run.
Right, I'm going. You, Guinness, come with me. Oh, I'm not sure I should go with strangers.
Do we trust
Stay
this
here,
lady to
Guinness.
make
We'll
Guinness?
look after you.
Excellent. exit room. Stay nearby.
I don't know if that's a good idea,
Why don't?
but all right.
Guinness, just stay inside, but outside the room.
Okay, Rush, have you got
we
anything else,
literally
by the
just
way?
I think Rush is going to kind of move behind here, so they're not in direct line of sight. But he's got it. They've got it restrained anyway, so it's all good.
All right. I am going to run up to Timar.
What about Guinness?
Guinness is just going to leave the room.
Oh, I forgot. Guinness was between me and Rush.
There you go, Red.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna rush up to Timar, and I'm gonna
Leave
go
Rush where
whacking
they are.
using the old greatsword.
Okay, I believe
Timar is
restrained gives you
restrained, so
advantage.
advantage. Yeah.
Get him.
Whack! Hey, I'll take that. Natural 19 for a total of 23.
Nice.
Okay, yep, that definitely hits.
Slice, slice, baby.
And then 11 slashing.
Slashing, you say?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, this might be a mistake, but I don't have any non-slashing weapons, so here we go.
It'll just be
Okay.
resistance. It's fine.
Yep, yep. Did you? Sorry, what was your damage?
11.
Okay, so yep, he takes 11 points of damage. Lovely.
Oh, look at full damage. Okay, I'm intrigued.
He's gonna split into two.
Okay, but as your sword digs into him, a black ooze, as it were, just like a treacle, just oozes out.
Oh.
Someone just roll me a d4, please.
Sure.
Oh.
That's a 1.
This is where he gets his minions from.
Just the one, okay. Yep, just the one ooze. Like a little pile of treacle appears and an eye pops into existence on it.
Seeps out between the fingers of the giant fist.
Oh, I don't like the looks of that. Careful, everyone. Hey, Ember, come over here and get me out of here.
Using a bonus action to command Ember. Ember's going to use her turn to run up to here and use fiery teleportation.
Whoosh.
Whoop. And whoop. So,
I like the sound
because
of
I've not chosen the other two, can I get a dexterity saving throw from Timar and the little minion?
Of course. Okay, so
Your
Timar-
DC is 13.
And again, this is at disadvantage. Because
disadvantage,
restrained.
of course. Okay. Okay, a natural 2 for Timar, so he isn't passing. And for the minion.
Okay.
Okay, the minion didn't do too well either. Oh, okay. It's pretty good. Yeah, so the minion has that's only a 10 for the minion.
That's fairly for both of them. They both take 4 fire damage as we erupt in flames and teleport over to here.
Okay, the treacle ooze is just boiled away into a smear on the ground, and Timar takes 4 points of damage.
Yep. And that's my turn.
Okay, and it's Timar's go. He is currently in this giant stone fist. He does not want to be.
Yep. He must try and get out.
Okay, so what's it? Strength saving throw to escape?
Yeah, strength save, DC 14.
Interesting.
And
Right. Let's see. I think what he's going to do is. Let me just double check something. Ah, yes, perfect. wait. Verbal. Okay, yep, perfect. He doesn't need to. It's not got any somatic components. That's perfect.
Oh.
We are concerned.
Yep.
A little bit.
Holding my breath here.
And
It's got to be
Yep.
Misty Step, right?
he envelops himself in darkness.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Alright, how do I change the colour of these? Oh,
Right click? No.
nope, that's not it.
You just click
Oh,
it,
yeah.
and then it brings up fill style, stroke style.
Oh, yeah. Yep, close enough. Yep, so, yeah, he's now enveloped in magical darkness. I believe it would be an action to escape, so he's not going to try that. So, Ortho, you're up next.
What's the
That's a neat-
the range of that? The radius of the magical darkness?
15 feet.
Is that radius?
Oh, radius.
Because if it's radius, it should be 30 big.
Yeah, you're right. I am a fool, a chair, and a clown. And you were right to point
I'm the
it
only
out.
fool here, thank you.
Yeah.
So, yep, this is magical
Yeah, I spread
darkness. Yep. So this is magical darkness. So anyone inside it, dark vision won't allow you to see through it. Guess who has blind sight, by the way?
Me.
Oh no.
No.
Anyway, yep. Sorry, Ortho.
Scary.
Yeah. Anyway,
Don't suppose you took Devil's Sight.
no, I didn't. I took. Well, I'm only level 4.
Yeah.
So I took Investment of the Chainmaster.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, that's a neat trick. And I throw a fireball into the corner.
Fireball?
Oh,
I've got a neck
that
of
would,
fireballs with 9 charges.
that
Oh,
would do
right,
it.
you got the item. Yes.
Nice.
Right. So that's a 15-foot circle, isn't it? So
20.
yeah, no risk of 20 foot. So there's no risk of hitting anyone. Although there's quite a large amount of papers on the desk.
I would try to aim it to where it doesn't hit the desk.
Okay, you know, I'll allow it.
They're restrained. Dex save at disadvantage.
Yep, right you are. And that's another natural 2.
Just throwing it like in line with this edge here.
To aim it where it doesn't hit the desk and doesn't hit us.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it's
it,
not-
it,
20
is,
foot
it's
radius,
very-
so 40 foot
it's
diameter.
very close. It would have to be. It would have
Dead
to
center of the room.
originate here.
If it originates there,
wait,
then
it's
I'm
20.
on fire.
This is
right?
this is a 40
No,
foot
but-
wide room. There's no way that you can do that.
It's a 20-foot.
Oh, yeah, no, it's either hitting red or it's hitting the desk. You have to choose one. Unfortunately, there is a 5.
Yeah.
There was a 5-foot overlap.
we got the password. That's all we needed.
Yeah, we do have the password. That is true.
This is true. We do have the password. Fireball. I don't care how small the room is. I said I cast fireball.
Okay, so you aiming for the desk then, not red.
I'm aiming for the not red. Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, so you hear a little as he sacrifices one of the users to pass the save.
Yeah. Can I do like an opportunity attack as it slooshes between me and Cranberry?
No.
Damn. Anyways, 8d6 fire damage. So I'll just go ahead and roll that in owlbear because I don't have that many d6s.
Yep.
Whee! It is 31 half.
15 fire damage.
15.
It's good damage.
Okay, let me just. Okay, that's. Okay. Good turn. Anything else?
Well, can I bonus action command Cranberry to attack at disadvantage?
Sure.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. Anyways, that's my turn.
Okay, we're back to the top of the round. Twak.
Okay.
Oh, like Cranberry's
Problem.
gonna get out of the darkness.
I don't have any way of targeting. I don't have like an AoE save at the moment.
You could hold a spell, couldn't you?
I could hold a spell, but I don't want to hold a spell.
Fair
That's
enough.
just silly. It should be a waste of a spell slot. And oh wait, hold up. Timer took damage, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Concentration save for darkness, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. That's a DC of 15 or something.
Yeah.
Yes, because it was half
Higher
of the
than 10.
damage or higher than 10.
Yeah.
I believe it's half the damage, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
half the damage, so that it was half twice, so that'll be
So
half of
it would
15,
be
so
10.
It's 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 10. Okay, that's +3. Okay, he gets a dirty 10. Lucky.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
+3 to con, roll a 7.
Okay, I don't think I've got any items that are going to be helpful here. No, I wish I had oil. I am going to... I know where he is because I saw him when he was grabbed.
Yep.
So I am simply going to cast Chill Touch.
Okay, which of course is not actually a touch spell.
No, not it is. It is in the 2024 edition, but
Yeah.
the version I'm using right now is a ranged attack.
Yep. So make that at disadvantage because
It is a
Darkness.
spell attack. Yep. Where's my other d20? Because I might as well roll them both together, and the d8 just in case. It's a d8, right?
Is the disadvantage cancelled out by the fact that it's still restrained?
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Attack rolls
Oh,
have
yeah.
advantage, can't see disadvantage, flat roll.
oh yeah, flat roll. Good point.
Oh, okay then. Flat roll. Excellent. Hooray! Boo! 11.
Oof.
Okay, 11 versus AC does not hit, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, let me just double check my bonus actions, but I don't think I've got anything that's going to be worth a damn.
Wait a minute. Cranberry's attack wouldn't have been at disadvantage.
Oh yeah. Feel free to reroll
Ah.
Cranberry's attack.
That's a 19 natural plus something. It hits. Con save time armor.
Okay, and 1 point of damage, of course.
1 point of damage.
Okay, con save
15.
18.
Fuck. Well, that's still another con save for darkness.
Oh yeah. Natural 16.
Nice.
Good
Okay,
attempt,
I
mate.
move. Is there enough of a gap behind this broken container thing for me to squeeze behind it as a small little goblin?
I'll give you partial cover if you want to hide behind what's left of it.
Yeah. I'm also going to use my bonus action to actually hide.
Okay.
I'll drop. I will drop prone if I have to.
Yeah, okay, roll me stealth then, please.
Hooray! Oh no, I dropped my dice. Hang on, I've got to go back up. +3. For a total of 5. I'm hidden from nobody.
Yeah, you actually stand in front, behind a piece of glass that just magnifies you.
I'm less hidden than I was before. That is the end of my turn.
Okay, Rush.
Okay. Yeah, Rush is. I wish one of the con saves would have failed.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah,
nice.
Rush will come out from behind this
You can use some
container.
action to crush him and do damage. You don't have to see him.
Yeah, I could do that, but I instead would like to cast Ray of Sickness.
Okay, I believe that's an attack roll.
That is an attack roll. It would be a straight attack because of the restrainment.
On my stream, not allowed, sorry.
Nope, that's the wrong number. 22.
That might just hit.
And that does 2d8 poison damage, and you have to do a con save to avoid getting poisoned.
Okay, how much? Roll your damage then, and I'll roll my con save.
11 poison damage.
Okay, and the con save is a 10. Does that pass?
That does not pass. So
Oh dear.
he is poisoned until the end of my next turn.
And a con save for darkness.
Yep.
Okay, sorry, how much damage was it?
11 poison damage.
Okay, 11. Lovely stuff. Poison until his next turn. So that's just disadvantage and everything. Okay, would you like the good news?
Yeah.
So you hear from inside a loud "Ugh!" and you realise he is in the as adventurers might call it, bloodied.
Woo!
Whoop. That's the good news. Is that the
Bad
end of
news
your turn, Rush?
is
Did he pass the con save for the
Oh, right,
concentration?
sorry. Oh, yeah. That's a natural 10, so yeah, pass.
sake.
All right, and then Rush will go back behind the thing.
Oh, yeah, the behind the
Yeah,
people jar zone.
the people jar. Yeah. Yep, all done.
Okay. Yep, Guinness. Guinness is going to slither behind the door and just peek around a bit. Is it going okay, guys?
I mean, so far, I think.
Perfectly according to plan.
But you had
All
a plan.
according to cake. Yeah, it's some kind of cake.
We have a plan?
Plan is murder. We are winning.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just double check something.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, never like to hear that.
No.
The thing is, right, Bree said it was
Fine.
good news. This implies
And
the
bad news.
existence of bad news. But we can't see the bad news.
Okay,
Look,
yep,
if we
yep.
don't ask about it, it doesn't exist.
Yeah, okay,
Exactly.
yep, sorry. I know what I'm doing with that. Okay, yep, your turn, Red.
Okay, I am going to wild shape.
Ooh. Druid's doing
Yeah,
the thing.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. So I'm going to wild shape into a giant centipede.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah,
With blind
that's an
sense, I
unusual
assume.
one.
with blind sight. Yes. Yeah. So I've got 30 feet of blind sight. So I turn into a giant centipede, and I'm going to run on in. Before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Ember an order to blast Timer with more fire, and then I'm going to run wild shape and run in.
Okay.
And that is my turn because it is an action for me to wild shape. So I will do Ember's little blast. So this will be flat because of resistance.
Restrained.
Restrained. That's the
Yeah.
word. Flat because of restrained. This is a flame seed being lobbed. And that's
Okay.
a nat one. So, boom.
Okay. Yeah,
Importantly,
you've,
nobody sees that missed.
yeah. Except you, Red. You
do.
sense it.
Me.
Yeah,
I
you
feel a
sense it.
great sense of shame.
Yep, you sense it landing in the people jar here, incinerating the corpse within.
Oh, no. Smells
Okay.
of bacon, I think to myself, instead of saying it out loud because I'm a 2014 druid, so I can't talk.
Okay, is that with your go then?
Yep, that's my go.
Timar is going
They're
to use
poisoned,
his...
restrained.
Yeah. Timar is going to use his legendary action. Autophagia.
Oh no. He's gonna eat himself. And then he's gonna eat me. Oh my
Wait.
god!
Oh my god! Aren't legendary actions at the end of someone else's turn?
Red,
was just my turn.
you can have inspiration.
I love it.
Take it before I change my mind.
Thank you.
But yes, Red, as a centipede with blind sense, you can see this happening. So, the body of Timar sort of twitches in this giant stone hand. You hear him just sort of go, oh dear, as the ooze within his body starts devouring the flesh of his body as an emergency measure. And he becomes... Well... He becomes bigger.
Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I don't like this at all.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Question, how big a creature can the hand hold?
If he's turning into an ooze, is that even a relevant question?
Oozes aren't grapple immune, surprisingly. As we found out
Like,
with
are
Guinness.
they restrained immune? Because it's not grappled.
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
It doesn't say anything about size difference in this. It just says creature.
Wow.
Okay.
Taras is going to have a real rough time in the future.
Yeah, that's surprising. It doesn't say anything about a size restriction.
Okay, and what you also see, Red, is the sort of damage and the wounds. Like, obviously, most of his body just sort of disappears, but like this ooze seems to perk up a bit, almost as if it's healing.
Did anyone just see a second health bar appear?
I make
Where'd that music come
disturbed centipede sounds.
Oh man.
When did that chill touch go off? It can't regain health.
Okay, and...
Does it maintain concentration on the darkness spell in this form?
Yes.
Damn
It's
it.
still got its spell casting.
Yeah, okay. Fair. Also
Question.
rude.
Oh, by the way, does... okay, question. Does the hand have health?
No.
Okay, so it can't be destroyed.
Yeah, it doesn't
No.
say anything about that. Nope.
Oh, but what does happen is he has the amorphous trait. He can squeeze through gaps as small as 1 inch, so he just out of the hand.
Lorp.
Lorp, lorp, lorp.
I mean,
Red?
get attack of opportunity, I guess.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
about
so.
that.
Oh no.
Is
Oh,
it moving
no.
out of range of red?
Nope.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it has
So-
disadvantage.
Does it?
It's in
it's
darkness,
poison.
but it doesn't. Like, it's got blind sight, right?
Oh, it's poisoned. That's right.
Yeah, it's poison.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
of course it's poisoned. But yeah, it's going red. You feel this massive pile of slime just create a pseudopod and try and slam you. At disadvantage, to be fair. Another natural 2. I'm going to assume a plus. Sorry, I'm going to assume a 7 doesn't hit.
A 7 does not hit me, no. Even with my giant centipede armor of 13. It's good because I just realised I've only got 4 health
What?
4?
Oh, because you're a
Giant.
centipede.
because I'm a
yeah.
centipede.
Yeah, they're not very tough creatures, are they?
No.
2024 druids, when they wild shape, they only get HP equal to their druid level.
Okay,
They get
that's
10
time I'll
HP,
go.
though.
Yeah.
Ortho's up next.
Ortho saw red run in, so I don't think I can aim another fireball to not hit red.
Yep, you heard a lot of unpleasant squelching.
Yeah,
Sure you
so-
can. You just hit Ember instead.
Yeah, that's fine. Ember's immune to fire damage.
Okay, yeah, fuck it. Fireball in the other corner.
Okay.
I should probably, double check that, but yeah,
I've already been.
we're good.
It's all right. They're only familiar.
Yeah, they're only familiar.
They're important.
Wait.
If I thought I'd be hit by the fireball, I'd back away.
Yeah, if you get it right against the wall, you're okay.
Yeah. Yep, I think you're fine.
Dex save at disadvantage, poison.
No, because there wasn't there any poison to the end of their turn.
End of my turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Spicy.
That's a spicy fireball.
For the mucking natural 3.
Another 2. Oh boy. Won't that be fun? And no
Hooray,
little slime.
damage.
Eat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Roll.
Ooh.
A lot of 6s.
Okay,
As
Red.
Ortho just pulls a bead of force off of the necklace and it turns into a pie and he throws it and it explodes.
Okay, Red, you can smell, you briefly smell some delicious pastry, and then the worst thing you've ever smelt in your life. It smells like someone's burning sewage.
Ah.
Sorry, what was the amount again?
38.
38.
Yeah,
Bloody hell. This should not be allowed.
I know. You gave me the necklace.
Yeah, well, a bad GM gave you that necklace and she should be ashamed. Anything else?
Bonus action, Cranberry shoots it.
Okay, oh, before we continue, let's do a concentration roll.
I'm not feeding a 38 or whatever.
38 halved is a...
19.
it doesn't matter, I rolled a... Oh yeah, well, I rolled a 13, so darkness drops.
Nice. Finally.
As the pie explodes, it produces a tiny little mushroom cloud that disperses the darkness.
Yep, everyone, you can see that Time Mars now a giant ooze.
What the hell is that? Sorry, I'm laughing too much. I can't do the fucking voice.
What happened in that shroud? Jeez. Red, what did you do?
You just get skittering sounds back.
Yeah, defensive skittering sounds.
Wait, which one's red?
Can druids turn into oozes? I ain't familiar with.
I've never seen red be either of those things.
Anyways, Cranberry shoots him.
Okay,
That's a 19 to hit.
that hits.
1 damage, con save.
Wait, I thought that only worked... Oh, wait, no. It's only if you pass, isn't it? 12.
No, he takes the damage either way. He fails the con save. He's poisoned again for 1 minute.
For 1 minute.
Point.
Nice.
Yep. Poison shortbow.
Okay. Anything else?
No. I can't hide. I'm just ducking down behind this container.
Okay. Twak. from behind
Oh.
your glass shield.
I can see it. Also, it's an ooze now.
You're a dude now.
Wait, didn't-
You're a news now. You're a new dude. You're a news. Sorry.
Do I go for big damage?
Yeah.
I think I do, right?
It's time.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to upcast the
Finish
Ray
him.
of Sickness.
It's already poisoned. Whatever. I think we're just bullying it at this point.
Yes, but the point
Stop!
is,
Stop! He's already poisoned.
Ray of Sickness is my best damaging spell, so
That's
I'm
fair.
Ray of Sicknessing. Is it? It's a con save. Oh, like a Constitution save, please. 14
Okay.
is your DC.
At
Okay.
disadvantage because they're poisoned.
Yep, they got the poison in their blood. They're already dead. Oh, I'm so
There's
sorry
no
about this.
disadvantage
Uh,
saves for poison.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
about,
there's-
to
got
say
it, yeah,
it's a straight roll. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, in that case, that's a natural 20. But even if it wasn't, it would have been a 19.
Okay,
a natural
so
19
that's
for a 23.
yeah. I'm gonna roll 3d8. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. To be fair, their health is quite low, so this might be it.
That's 11 half. So take 5 poison damage.
Okay. Still doing pretty well. Anything else?
That is the end of my turn. I'm gonna do nothing else.
Okay, rush.
It doesn't have disadvantage on saves, actually. It's only
Oh,
on
it doesn't.
ability checks.
Yeah.
Oh no,
ability
wait,
checks and
that's
attacks.
Yeah, we covered
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
right. Yeah, no, I was just looking because I was also thinking of doing rare sickness again, but no, it's already poisoned. So
Yeah.
there's
If you've
no
got a
point
better
there.
damaging spell, then do whatever
yeah.
that is.
I'm torn. I could, if I try, I've still got the fist that I could try and grab it again, but it's just going to slip through again, right?
Yes.
But it would at least be restrained until its turn. No, I think I will go for Chaos Bolt.
Nice.
So
Classic.
Wild magic search.
yeah, you perhaps see a kind of glowing coming through the window in Rush's suit as this energy builds up within it, and then like this bolt of energy comes out, and it is a ranged spell attack, and this is just a normal roll, right?
Yeah. What damage type is it? Sorry.
I will find out if I hit after the damage roll,
Okay.
because
yeah,
it does
I know.
the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Chaos
It's
Bolt.
random. Okay. Roll away.
+6.
Just don't roll acid. You'll be fine.
Oh, 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. One.
I'll be real with you. You don't have to worry too much about hitting anymore.
Okay.
It's dead.
Depends on the damage.
Yeah.
AC is like
That is
6.
14
Yeah.
damage, and it's a 6 or a 7. Go with poison damage. We know that works. So 14 poison.
damage. Yep, it's not resistant to poison or immune. How much poison, sorry?
14. I was going
Okay.
to cast it, but I forgot.
Yep, well, as this bolt of this bolt of chaotic energy sort of converts itself into a toxin, which just hits Timar. It flows around the user's body, and it just sort of keeps swatching forward. It sort of looks around somewhat desperately. It looks towards Red, and collapses into a puddle.
Phew.
Congratulations.
Weird
Far.
weenos.
That was
Okay.
weird.
Yeah. So in the ashes of the burning table, what you can actually see now there is one thing that survived the fireball.
Red.
Hey, where does scorpion come from? And I pick it up.
It's a centipede. Scorpions that do not have this many legs.
I'm
I've got
sorry, I
wild
don't know
shape,
bugs.
And I'm full size, like being fireman's lifted by Ortho.
Okay. Yep. On the
I think I think the scorpion might have been a druid, and I put it down.
None taken.
You say in centipede.
No, I've dropped the wild shape. I'm
Okay. Oh yeah, of course you have. Yeah. So yeah, on the the papers on the table are burning, and so you can easily see a small.
Prestidigitation out the flames.
Okay, good choice. What you can see is a small glass vial and a burnt purse, which has spilt out 100 GP all over the place. And yep, I guess there's only one thing left to do.
Open the glass vial and drink it without examining. No, what's in the vial, if I can tell?
All right, yeah, I'll just tell you that. Okay, so this potion contains a syrupy liquid that looks vaguely like a very dense liquid metal. If you want to roll Arcana.
Sure. That's natural 15 plus 3, 18.
Yep, and this is a potion of invulnerability.
Ooh, neat.
So, $1 million question. The papers are destroyed. Can anyone remember the password?
Vitium?
Yeah,
Vitium.
Vitium, Vidium, however you pronounce it. I know the word. Latin for default or
Sandwich.
default.
Shut up, Red.
Okay.
None
so yeah.
taken.
So, do you want to return to the secure workshop and open that door?
Yeah, why not?
Right. How are you getting through the cleaning room?
More teleporting.
The lady
I
turns
mean,
it off.
it was turned off, so it's fine. We can just
Yeah.
walk through it.
Yeah, it was turned off.
testing you.
I'm still teleporting it through just in case.
Also,
How?
thank you for giving us suits that give us immunity or resistance to poison and acid.
Yeah, I mean, if you got hit by anything, they'd be ruined.
Except poison and acid.
True. Anyways.
I wasn't wearing it, and I still survived the fight. Just,
Okay.
just be a
No one
centipede.
took
it's
any
fine.
damage.
So yeah, you would return to the workshop. There's a couple of wizards sort of hanging around, just looking at the various tools and everything. And you just hear a lot of sort of oohing and ahhing. But they don't pay you too much heed because, you have permission to be here. And you walk up to the hidden door. And who's saying the password?
Twak does.
I'd push
Okay.
Twak forwards.
Okay, Twak. You say the password. And with a smooth click, the section of wall just moves backwards slightly. And slides smoothly upwards. And what you see ahead is the what you saw labelled on the blueprint as the contingency room. The entire room crackles with arcane energy. Before you are half a dozen tubes, far more complex than the ones you've seen in the rest of the lab. They're closed and filled with a bubbling liquid. An altar of sorts sits in front of them, with a bell softly chiming at regular intervals. It seems intent to draw the attention of some long absent user.
Well,
Are there
Twak, what you make
any-
of all this?
Are there any controls or notes
Yeah.
or
Yeah, there's
anything I
like,
can use to divine what it does?
Yeah. like the altar in front appears to be some sort of control system.
I would like to examine it and see if I can make heads or tails of this.
Okay. So, yep, roll me Intelligence Arcana.
I'd like to... No, I can't think of a way I can help.
21. I rolled a
That'll
15,
do
so
it.
we're pretty good.
Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, so you realise this is a perfected version of the tubes you've seen which you sort of previously worked out, were Mirafith's attempts to cheat death.
Mm-hmm.
These are perfected tubes. Basically, a creature can attune themselves to a tube, and if they die, they'll have a new body grown. You did notice that, because you got over 20, I'll tell you this. This basically, Winifred's replacement bodies were somewhat random, so you may not get the body you originally had when you died, but hey, you can cheat death if you want to.
It's so many times.
Yep, there are 6 tubes here, and you aren't entirely sure if they'll all work more than they'll work more than once. I will also tell you that attuning yourself to them is a one-time deal.
You can attune yourself to one, and then when you come back, attune yourself to another one.
Yeah. No, I mean, anyone present can attune themselves to a tube, and that's going to be it. No one's going to be able to attune themselves to a spare tube or anything.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yep.
Will we come out with a broken nose?
No. Although there may be other changes.
No, because it would be cloning us rather than...
Yeah. One other thing you do notice is there's a chest with a 1000 SP on the desk. Clearly intended as spending money for for a newly revived clone.
Excellent. We steal the money.
They'll take the money. I'm good.
Yeah. I'll
I did
just
a lot
post.
of gambling.
Yeah. I'll just I'll just read out the boon you've got.
250.
Mirafith's experimental revival. This boon is the result of a creature attuning itself to one of the tubes in the Whinnying Mountain lab. Should the creature die, they can then choose to be revived 1d8 10 days later. Their new body will not be the one they remember, which will persist as a corpse which can no longer be magically revived. The player can either choose any species other than their character's previous one, or roll randomly on the table for the reincarnation spell. They may also choose the gender and the minor cosmetic aspects of their PC's new body. Otherwise, it is identical to the previous, aside from a significant scar on their nose. Oh wait, yeah, sorry, I guess you do get the scar on your nose, sorry. They will awaken in the clone body in the tube wearing the same drab robes as the previous clones. All their class levels, feats and stats, etc. will remain unchanged. If they check their pockets... Oh, I'll leave that for the GM. But yeah.
Interesting.
I'll just copy and paste this into the DM's part of Nordmark.
Twak explains this to everybody else, and then proceeds to immediately begin attuning with one of the tubes.
I cast 7th level fireball, destroying all the tubes. No.
Yeah. Is anyone else attuning themselves?
Yeah.
So, can we choose to come back as what we were, or is it random? I thought I heard both ways.
You can choose to come back as anything but what you were, or you can roll randomly.
Yeah, so it always has to be something different, unless you roll random and happen to land on the same thing. But
Is
I don't know.
Hobgoblin even in the reincarnate table?
I don't know, because I haven't looked at the new one.
I don't believe so.
It is not. The old reincarnate appears to be.
Yeah,
slightly different to the old one. But yeah, there's no hobgoblin. You could come back as an
dragonborn,
yeah,
dwarf, elf, gnome, Goliath, halfling, human, orc, and tiefling.
Interesting. What are the odds I come back as a human twice?
I mean, you could always just not die.
Yeah.
To be fair, Twak doesn't plan on dying.
Ever.
Okay.
Young lady, what fool plans to die?
I am studying the rules that govern life and death itself. I will discover pathways around it.
Okay, so if I have...
Because you are not smart enough to figure it out, does not mean that the rest of us are so limited.
Ooh.
Can you paste the text of the boon in Guiness Pig?
Okay, I'll leave the last paragraph off.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I was just going to write, has reincarnate as a contingency on.
You didn't leave it off, Bree.
Yeah, I accidentally hit return as I was pasting it in before I got to delete
Yeah.
Lamo.
Okay, a creature. So Cranberry attunes to one of the tubes, and I kill her, and she comes back as a dragonborn.
I mean, she
Well, that's
wouldn't
one
come...
way to get a strange familiar.
I don't think she'd come back. I think it would fail, right? Because of the familiar spell would take precedent.
Yeah, familiar spells just don't mean that wouldn't wouldn't work that way.
I'm just bullshitting. Like, imagine if you ruled it worked, and I just wound up with a full-on ASMR familiar.
Yeah. Imagine if I said your character's flesh just fell off their bones on the spot.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, that is actually quite an unpleasant image. You don't have to imagine it.
Well, I can't help it now.
Well, we've got a free use of reincarnate, I guess. But after this quest, we're level 5, so Revivify is on the table. So
This is true. Although
But Revivify has costs, you know.
yeah, like if you die, you die.
Question.
Yeah.
Does this effect here trigger when we hit 0 or when we die?
When you die.
Right, okay. So we can be knocked to 0, succeed our death saves and be fine. It's all good.
Do we get to keep the clean suits?
Yep.
Cool.
Interesting. Twak's going to take one, and it will never go on an adventure. It'll remain in their hull for their various experiments of their own.
That is how they are actually meant to be used, so that's fair.
Rush uses it to contain his mud.
Oh my lord.
Rush just looking like some sort of horrible mud creature that's bleeding from the eyes.
It's really squelchy. And like they look like the Michelin Man.
Okay. So yeah, after you attune yourselves to the console, yep, you know you've got this in your back pocket, and one of the wizards tells you where to find the teleportation circle you know now exists. And after a short trek through the mountains, you find yourself back not too far from the coast. Less than a few hours walk along the roads back to Airedale.
Yeah, there's roads
Congratulations.
right to the circle now.
Nice. That was easy.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. Nothing to be concerned about whatsoever with that final fight. I was a little bit concerned, and then it
We
turned out to
bullied
be...
that thing.
Yeah, we did.
We bullied it.
Man, if Red had got eaten, that would have been something.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Yep.
I wouldn't
Question.
have been eaten. I'm too fast.
Question, Bree. Were there any special effects that would have happened on a character being consumed? If we had left Red on his own and he got devoured.
He'd be dead.
I wonder what happens in that case. Like, if he gets eaten when he's wild shaped, obviously that changes him back into being whatever he was normally. Would he still be devoured?
No, because he wouldn't be dropped to 0 hit points and be in an eatable state. He'd just be knocked out of wild shape and be back to having his normal form devoured. Although that would have been, in the new rules, that probably would be the case. Because you just get temporary HP.
Oh yeah, another side effect of this quest. We're at level 5 now. 2024 version.
Yep. And
Ortho
just a quick round of applause for Nick, because this is his last Nordmark quest until he deigns to return.
Yay, Nick.
Clap, 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 clap.
Oh, you don't have to clap. That feels weird.
Keep clapping.
That's why I suggested it.
But Nick.
Oh no.
Okay.
I didn't come here to be perceived.
Everybody go home. Nick doesn't want to be given the clap.
Oh no.
Aw.
Okay.
Well,
Before this gets any worse, I'm going to find someone to raid out, but while that's happening, anyone want to do some shilling?
I got something.
Go for it, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow, okay, over on my channel, same time as this thing is, we got Guild of Icons Adventures. Pixel's gonna be running some level up A5E for me, for Bree, for Ben, and for Iris. It's gonna be real good fun.
Oh, yep.
Ooh.
Pixel's
Yep,
been
and then
forcing me to watch the Owl House at gunpoint because he thinks it would benefit my character somehow.
At gunpoint. At gunpoint, really. Yeah.
Yeah,
think it
at
would.
gunpoint.
yeah,
I've seen an AI House, the whole series. I think it'd definitely benefit you.
Yeah.
and
Like,
then
to be fair, like, V is uncannily similar to the main character in a lot of ways. But yeah, carry on.
Friday next week we've got Uplift, which is a brand new campaign.
Hype.
It's gonna be really good. It's got Enfys, it's got Goggles, it's got Bree, it's got Kara, it's got Al. And it is in the system High Magic Low Lives, which is all about trashy people doing trashy things and taking on billionaires. In this case, though, they'll be taking on the US military.
Someone's gonna do it.
I can't
the-
wait to somehow win a fight with weed that smells like oregano because it's oregano.
Yes, that is the item you managed to get during character creation. Yeah. The plot is essentially a group of college kids and partygoers in general got so high at Burning Man that they developed psychic powers, and now the government are after them.
Yep.
Nice.
I'm really
It's gonna
excited
be
about that.
great.
Yeah. I'm
can't wait
excited
to hear
about
it.
my character. I'm excited about everyone else's character.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Okay. Anyone
that is
else?
me.
Okay.
Nick, I want to thank you for creating this beautiful fucking campaign. I've met a lot of people. I've had a lot of fun, made some good memories, and yeah, we'll miss you. You fucking
Aw,
nerd.
I miss you all too as well, you nerds. It's been really
We'll
good.
bully you in
Oh.
the Discord.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I've got a new episode of Cybertopia coming out next Tuesday. It's a good one, and that is my homebrew campaign using my homebrew system, and sometimes featuring the voices of some of the people from this game, this our whole friend group, and across the whole TTRPG scene. I've also got Lancer next week, which also has Bree and Enfys in. Yeah, I think that's everything coming up for me. Oh, as well as tomorrow, but Nick said that.
Yeah. Oh, and on Monday, I'll be running another session of Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. The crew might actually make it to Wave Echo Cave, depending on what happens. It's not going to be streamed, so none of you can watch it. I'm just having fun. Enfys is one of the players. They're tell them about your character.
Yeah, this is more for sort of self-promo than talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the game.
I'm just having fun.
I
Telling
know.
y'all what I'm doing with
Yeah.
a bunch of cool nerds.
What I
Yeah.
will say, to keep things a bit more on track, is that the weekends these days, I'm often doing some kind of collaboration-y thing. So watch out for me on Saturdays and Sundays. I think we're doing Pathfinder this week, right, Bruce? So next
Yep,
week
yep.
will be Baldur's Gate. Yep.
Yep, that's right. Had to
So
skip
next-
last week because I'm an idiot who forgets to eat things.
It's all good. We've all been there. I forget things most days. On Thursday, next Thursday, I'll be doing Lancer, I believe.
Yep, that's next Thursday.
3 on twitch.tv/KNSD. This Saturday, I may or may not be doing something co-op. It depends on if we all feel whimsical enough to do it. And watch out for anything else I end up doing, because I do things on a whim.
Whimsical.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if anyone wants to recommend anyone to raid.
If you give me a hot second, I can suggest NetherYam's doing Far Cry 3.
That's pretty much the only person I sort of recognise in my list. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I'll
like
leave
a bit
there.
I like a bit of Yam. Yam's cool. Very chill dude.
Potatoes.
He is a sweet potato, to be fair.
Okay, we're ready another yam. So yeah, for my part, I'll be streaming Ace Attorney Monday, Wednesday. Monday I'll of course be wearing this Tiefling cosplay again. Thanks everyone for watching. Oh yeah, obviously pretty much everything everyone else said. So I'll be on Lancer. I'll be on Nick's channel tomorrow for Guild of Iconscious Adventures. And I'll be on Nick's channel for Uplift next week as well. And yeah, I hope everyone has a lovely weekend. I hope to see you tomorrow on Nick's channel. And I'll let Enfys finish doing those shout outs. Oh, don't shout out bisected Brioche. She's a weirdo. I don't want to be associated.
I can't remember Mr. Blue's full username.
She dresses like a human sometimes. It's weird.
Mr. Blue designed. That's it.
Ah, there we go. I knew there was a word on the end. There we go.
All right, bye everyone. Good game.
Bye.
Bye. Goodbye.
Ooh.
Musical.
Wow.
Yeah, raid's going for in 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and raided. Want to say anything for the YouTube listeners?
Like and subscribe.
Yep,
Potato.
werewolves especially, subscribe.
Auto-tune.
Okay, I'm gonna kill the stream now.